This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We are live. High school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The calendar has flipped to January. The games are getting more important. Here we go. El Reno and Midwest City tonight here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Josh Calloway on hand, joined alongside by Jordan Ray. Jordan, the holidays are behind us. Football state championships are behind us. This is where the season starts to really pick up. It feels like when you get into January, these big district games. Here we go, big doubleheader here tonight with El Reno and Midwest City. Both girls and boys should be good games.
Yeah, Josh, and some nights when we have some good games on the network, the premium game is the boys' game. Tonight it's the girls' game.
Sure.
Both this one and down in Altus, Del City at Altus. I think the Altus girls are a pretty formidable opponent for Del City, one of the more formidable ones in that district. And then here we'll see in a moment, but these teams are competing for home court in the regionals. Midwest City already beat El Reno once. Back in December. Can they do it again? And if they can, they're almost a lock to get back to hosting a regional, something they didn't do last year.
Absolutely. You know, like I said, when they get to January in these district games, the season kind of gets tight on you quick, it feels like. The holidays behind you, you got some tournaments and stuff coming up in January, but these district games, it'll be mid-February postseason before you know it. And like you said, these teams have already played. Midwest City winning in both girls and boys in El Reno back in December. So a lot of pressure on El Reno, both girls and boys, to find a way to win tonight. They'll try and flip things back in their favor a little bit going here to the kind of back half of the district schedule. All right, did you want to go ahead and go into Coach Knight? Let's do it. Jordan caught up with Coach Megan Malloy Knight before this game. Let's go to that, set the scene. We'll be back, give you standings to set the table for this one as El Reno gets ready to take on Midwest City.
Okay, happy to be joined by Midwest City girls coach Megan Knight. Coach, so far, things have gone very well for your team in district play, and you had a good tournament in December in the Norman tournament, and it's still early. But what do you like about this team so far compared to, let's say, last year's team?
This year we play really fast, which is kind of my style of basketball. We're sharing the basketball really well. We're averaging over 10 assists a game. We're rebounding really well, which has really helped us, especially not being the biggest team out there. We do have one young lady that is pretty tall, but the rest of us are pretty, below average or average on height. And so just them buying into everything we do in practice, and then they're going out and executing, which is really nice to see because we had a good year last year, but it wasn't to my standard. And so far we've been doing a really good job. Like you said, it's early. You never know what can happen. But so far we've done really well.
Now you played, some 6A competition, which I know you want, and in those tournaments. When you play a tournament and you lose to a couple of 6A teams, like, good teams like Mustang and Owasso, and of course, the tournament losses don't really hurt your playoff seeding. So, what's your feeling after those games as far as is there a letdown, or is it like, okay, this is good, we know where we're at, we know what we need to work on, and what would you say those losses taught you?
Yeah, I mean, outside of your pride, tournaments don't mean that much anymore with the way district standings are. So it was a big lesson learned. The actual score of the Mustang game doesn't, unless you were there, you don't realize how close of a game it was. If we have free throws and take our business that way, when we go on that run, we're up, not down 5 with 3 minutes to go. And so those are things, we were able to, talk about. We just ran out of gas against Owasso, played terrible, in my opinion. Could have by a bucket. And so it was just kind of one of those things of hey, this is if we make it to area and you get beat, you're lucky enough to have it tomorrow. And in this case, in that tournament, we would have been home, instead of the state tournament. And so we kind of use that as a playoff example. And so this, we have El Reno on Tuesday, and then we have another good tournament coming up. And so those are things that we kind of talk about is, what you do that next day if it doesn't always work out your way, if there's a tomorrow.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Monday, heading into the. Okay, happy to be joined by Midwest City girls coach.
Yeah.
Roughly. So you're familiar with them. You haven't played many games since. They probably haven't either. What do you think about playing them a second time around? Do you feel like it's an advantage for them, maybe, or what do you feel about having a rematch in district play so soon?
I mean, I would love not have to play the two-time state champs back-to-back, right, coming off of this, because you never know what we're going to look like. We're going to be a little rusty. But I love playing at home. When you play us at home, it's a, loud environment. It's a tough environment, and our girls really show up. And so I'm excited for that part. That helps. Jennifer does a good job. People can say they're, quote-unquote, a down year. But she gets those kids bought in, and they do a great job. They fight hard. They play hard. And so they're not a team that, many people will overlook them. I've been there. That was me a couple of years ago without the state championship. And so I understand what people will do. And so we're got to stay focused. We can't overlook them, no matter winning by 16 the first time at third place, which is also an amazing environment. If you've never been able to catch those games, that's a fun place to play. And so, we just got to come ready. We got to come ready to go and not overestimate them.
All right, Coach. Well, we look forward to seeing if that happens. So thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City. That was Coach Megan Malloy Knight. Her Midwest City Lady Bombers about to take on El Reno in just a few minutes in this big district matchup. First Tuesday night of January. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan, obviously a big game. We mentioned these two teams played last month already. I want to go ahead and look at the district standings tonight, kind of give us an idea of what we're working with. Paint a picture for us, Jordan. You know it as well as anyone. What's kind of on the line tonight? I would think, again, just surface level, a lot of pressure on El Reno, right? I mean, two-time defending champs. They lost this game the first time. Kind of feels like they need this one.
What's interesting is they are the two-time defending champs, but they lost a lot of seniors, a lot of good seniors, and this is a rebuilding year. Now, talking about El Reno girls basketball, they've been the model 5A program out west in girls basketball, thanks to their head coach, Jennifer Douglas, since 2021. They didn't make state in 2020, which got erased by COVID anyway. I think they got to the semis in 2019, or maybe the championship game. And then from 2021 on through last year, they made it to the Final Four, meaning they at least won their very first game in the state tournament every year.
Right.
And then, of course, they're the two-time defending champs. They went undefeated in 2024. So many things going their way, but every now and then you just have a year where you don't have the replacements ready that you normally do, and that's kind of been the case with them this year. Even though their record's good, they've beaten teams kind of that are also down. This is not a deep district when it comes to girls basketball, Josh, and so El Reno's record may be a bit deceiving, although you never know that their players may turn a corner as well. It kind of depends on which team had the better Christmas break, because these teams, and I think it's true for the boys' side as well, none of them played over Christmas break. And so who had the better set of practices, and that's kind of going to be a big part of what happens and what will determine the winner of this game.
Sure. No, I mean, you're jumping right back into an important game, like you said, kind of after the holiday break for both of these squads. Midwest City last time on the court, December 18th in a game against Noble. El Reno, same thing, December 18th. So, I mean, you're talking, what is that? That's about 3 solid weeks since the last time you had an actual game. Like you said,
19 days.
You do practice and everything, but it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason, because it's true. It's hard to simulate actual game intensity and kind of the pace of it, all that in practice. And so who kind of just has their legs on them a little bit after a few weeks without a game could be a big X factor. There's no doubt about that. So we're getting close to getting this one going. Go ahead.
So we get ready for the starting lineups. Player I'm most looking forward to watch for Midwest City is a freshman, Brooklyn Henderson. Already got an offer from Baylor. It's pretty good.
That's no slouch of a program by any means, to say the least. So we're getting close to getting this one going here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Starting lineups for tonight's game presented by Precision Nutrition. For all your nutrition needs in one shake or tea, come to Precision Nutrition at 4603 Southeast 29th Street, number 105 in Del City. Order over the phone. You can call them also at 405-672-0999. That's 405-672-0999.
And we'll have the national anthem coming up with the JROTC, I believe.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Ken Hildebrand on the public address. You heard him checking the mic there a moment ago. He'll have your starting lineups in just a moment. Like George said, about to have the national anthem
Ladies
here
and gentlemen,
at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse.
Please rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing until the honor guard has left the floor. The colors will be presented tonight by your Midwest City High School Air Force Junior ROTC. The honor guard members presenting the colors are Cadet Staff Sergeant Aiden Carnitas, Cadet Staff Sergeant Jade Hicks, Cadet Staff Sergeant Joshua Donald, Cadet Airman First Class Nevaeh McConnell. Tonight's team is commanded by Cadet Second Lieutenant Madison Pastrana. And now the Midwest City Band will play our national anthem. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's game between the El Reno Indians and your Midwest City Bombers. And now our starting lineups for tonight's game. For the El Reno Indians, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Juliana Thomas. A 6-foot senior, number 4, Aaron Romanose. A 5'6" junior, number 5, Haley Ferguson. A 5'8" senior, number 10, Lanaya Wright. And a 5'4" freshman, number 25, Jada Richardson. And now, your starting lineup for your Midwest City Bombers. A 5'7" senior, number 3, Sadie Johnson. A 5'6" senior, number 4, Promise Wright. A 5'7" senior, number 13, Seven Miller. A 5'8" senior, number 22, Dre Walter. And a 5'9" freshman, number 24, Brooklyn Henderson.
All right.
Let's take a look at the starters one more time here.
Shout out Ken Hildebrand. Did a great job there.
Well, you'll see interesting for Midwest City. 4 seniors and a freshman, but it's the freshmen who will be creating some shots for them. Also a lot of seniors for El Reno, but these are not experienced seniors. Okay, Josh, how about the tip-off sponsor?
Tip-off for tonight's ball game, which is coming up here in just a moment, is presented by Del City Chamber of Commerce. The Del City Chamber of Commerce, we are the trusted resource for advocacy, education, and engagement to help improve your business. Del City Chamber of Commerce, tip-off sponsor here tonight at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Midwest City, coached by Megan Malloy Knight at 5-1 in the home white unis. El Reno, coached by Jennifer Douglas at 5-3 overall in the road navy blue. And we're about ready to get this one going. Brand new, just like in Del City a month ago we were there. Brand new video board, great open video introduction for the lineups, really cool stuff. And we're off and running. Great atmosphere, great matchup. Midwest City, El Reno. Bombers win the tip. They'll possess it to start. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray, glad to be with you. Tuesday Night Hoops on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Promise White almost traveled there, but got away with it.
As expected, El Reno starts out in the zone. That's their bread and butter.
3 in the corner, Clackums. And the Bombers get off to a fast start. That's Sadie Johnson, the senior, knocking it down. Our first Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball of the night comes early. Surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you in Choctaw and Del City. Bobby Lewis Insurance in early, and it's a quick lead for the Bombers.
Sadie Johnson is the one player who can really bust a zone.
Contact here from Haley Ferguson drawing the whistle, and she'll head to the free throw line. The junior guard for El Reno. Some early free throws for the Indians.
And then Sadie Johnson commits the reach-in.
So a quick foul. Good. Oh, friendly bounce there on the road for Ferguson. Second one coming up in a moment. First quarter sponsor is Scrambled. We start the game the way you should start your day with Scrambled. For breakfast or brunch, try their chicken and pancakes, deep-fried French toast. 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. You can call them at 405-900-5972. Scrambled, our first quarter sponsor. Both free throws are good. Makes it 3-2. First minute here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse.
El Reno normally starts in a 2-3 zone, but because Midwest City basically plays 5 guards, it's a 1-2-2 zone, and Bombers.
Another 3-ball.
Bombing away,
yeah. An apt name as Promise Wright nails that one on the right wing. 2 possessions, 2 3-balls from Bobby Lewis to start this one for Midwest City. They lead at 6-2. Left-hand shot here off the side of the rim, no good for El Reno's Juliana Thomas. End up getting her own miss, though, and now whistling a foul again. So a couple early fouls on Midwest City is going to get El Reno back to the line.
Like I said a moment ago, the Bombers have 5 guards that they start as we see these Toonie Bice Houses free throws. So they may give up some offensive rebounds. El Reno has some size underneath. They got a mostly guard-heavy lineup, too. If it becomes a problem, the Bombers have a 6'2 center they can go to, and Maya Hodge. And Coach Knight usually does bring her in pretty early. We'll see if that happens in this game.
Second one, no good. They both were no good. So it's an empty trip at the line there for Thomas. Midwest City has it back, leading by 4. Driving the baseline here, having her shot blocked away. That was a rejection by El Reno's Laney Wright. Vicious block, and El Reno gets their first defensive stop in the early part of this game.
Seven Miller got her shot blocked.
Here's Erin Roman, knows her brother, of course, Carter, a very familiar name with the boys team for a long time.
Yep.
And she overhanded the basketball there. That's a turnover.
And she's 6 foot tall, but not an active guard like her brother was. Of course, her brother was an exceptional player.
Really good. I was thinking before, El Reno, they're obviously not in OSN school, but it feels like that we've done them as much as anyone with the battles over the years There's a turnover here.
Nice idea. Brooklyn Henderson, she's really trying to distribute the ball. And I don't think she's a true point guard, but she can definitely play that position, scanning the floor there, but probably put a little bit too much on that pass.
Right-hand shot for Ferguson, high off the backboard, no good. Rebound ripped down by Henderson. She'll start the break for the Bombers. Going all the way down the floor, left-hand layup wildly put up and missed. Rebound pulled down by Roman Nose.
She had the right idea, but as a freshman, she probably needs to work a little bit on finishing with her left hand.
Thomas rips a pass across to right. Almost got tied up with Miller, but able to get it out, and Reno saves the possession. Dribbling to her left is Richardson. Roman Nose now in the corner, and she'll have to give it up. Midwest City not allowing any penetration here. Wright working on Thomas. Ball knocked loose on the floor. Somehow able to save it, get it out to Roman Nose. And El Reno reset again. So an extended possession here for El Reno. No shot clock in high school hoops, obviously. Take your time. Nice bounce pass. I don't know how she got it to Wright. Couldn't finish it, though. And now Midwest City will run. Here's Promise Wright the other way, going all the way to the rim. Layup attempt is banked home. Promise Wright through some contact with a finish for Midwest City's first two.
And she's got 5 early points. Promise Wright, a move-in from Putnam City Original. She played in the Titan Classic the last couple of years. And she is a very versatile guard. She has a lot of strengths on both sides of the floor, offense and defense.
Thomas handling it here for El Reno at the top of the key. Crossover move, she'll drive. Another nice pass, but mishandled and lost out of bound by Laney Wright. So Thomas with a couple of nice passes the last couple possessions, but Wright not able to pay them off. Does stay down here, though, with El Reno. First sub of the day as Miller will come out for the Bombers into the game. Who subbed in there? It looks like 23, Ariana Walter was the one who subbed in here for Midwest City.
And the Walters are sisters and our Legacy family. Their cousins went to Midwest City High School.
El Reno first sub, Maya Robles, the senior forward, number 30, into the game for the first time as well. Here's Roman Nose with it.
3 seconds, I think.
And 3-second call. Just good defense again
by
Midwest City. And that is Ariana Walter just into the game, forcing that turnover.
You know, she's not related to Lily Thomas. Lily Thomas was the post player for El Reno who was so good last year. But Juliana Thomas, I do really like her as a point guard. But she's not really getting the help she needs from her teammates at the moment.
Midway point of the first quarter. Good start for Midwest City at home. We mentioned it earlier. These two teams did play once this season already in El Reno. Midwest City girls winning that one 52-36. Really deep three on the right wing. Bank shot. Clackamas. Andre Walter. I don't know if she called bank, but it counts either way. That's a Bobby Lewis three ball, the third of this opening quarter for Midwest City.
They're 3 for 3, I think, or maybe 3 of 4, but they're shooting lights out right now.
Thomas underneath trying to get some room. Left-hand shot won't go. Rebound ripped down by Robles, but she gets tied up with Brooklyn Henderson. That's a jump ball, and the arrow will keep it down here with El Reno.
And now 6'2" Maya Hodge will come in, and that's the one thing Midwest City has not done well this game is defensive rebounding, and that's probably why Coach Knight is like, I've seen one offensive rebound too many. She just needs to figure out who she's going to guard, but she's going to mostly protect the paint. It's number 33 for Midwest City.
Like you said, Hodge in the game. Comes in for Wright. El Reno with the basketball here, needing points. It's been a struggle offensively in this first 5 minutes. Thomas, scoop pass across to Robles. Another nice pass by Thomas, and this time Robles able to finish it for El Reno.
Well, Hodge had to get in help position and maybe went a little too early, and that left Robles open.
3 on the wing. This one a rare Midwest City deep ball miss for Johnson. And now a bad foul here as Henderson just cutting off Thomas and hip checked her a little bit.
So because the Midwest City's hit a couple early or 3 early threes, the risk with that, Josh, is teams will, when they do that in a game, they'll fall in love with that shot, especially since El Reno will stay committed to their zone. So we'll be interested to see if Midwest City stays disciplined and tries to work the ball in the paint some before they settle for a 3-point shot.
Number 22, Cassidy Ferguson into the game for El Reno. Thomas tried to scoop it to Robles again, but it was poked away by Hodge. But now, good job running down the floor and forcing a turnover by Haley Ferguson. Just hustling back, and El Reno gets it back. Now a bad pass intercepted by Henderson, so turnover palooza here. And Roman Nose with a block. We have whistles before the shot, I think. And is it a foul? Looks like it is on El Reno.
You can see some freshman instincts, or not freshman instincts, veteran instincts from Brooklyn Henderson you don't normally see from a freshman. The way she looked to draw contact there, and it worked, as she's now at the Toonie Bice Houses free throw line.
Toonie Bice Houses, we buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. Toonie Bice Houses, Cherry Stripe. Thomas out of the game for Reno. Back in for the Indians comes Jada Richardson. So both teams kind of subbing frequently in this opening quarter. Split the trip for Henderson.
At some point, Brooklyn Henderson's going to make a play that just wows you. It's just a matter of when.
12-4 early start for the Bombers. Richardson doing everything she can to shake her, and then took a lot of contact there with Hodge, who helps her up after the pretty obvious foul. Most players seem to think like they never foul, right? That's kind of the joke. I think everyone's in agreement on that one. There was a lot of contact. That'll send Richardson to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So one thing Reno has done well in this first quarter is get to the line, but they got to make their free throws.
Yeah, and Midwest City's probably got to think about how, this is a good time to think about how to defend without fouling.
That's 4 already.
They're making El Reno drive. They're playing tight. And so with that, you got to be able to maintain good footwork and good anticipation and try to defend without fouling. And Midwest City has been great at that, but El Reno, like you said, has not really taken advantage from the free throw line yet.
12-5, getting close to the 2-minute mark of this opening quarter. Henderson handling it here for the Bombers. Rocket pass across. 3-ball in the corner, left off the side of the rim. No good for Ariana Walter, but knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Midwest City.
Ariana Walter is another shooter that you want to see her shoot when she's open, so you don't mind that shot terribly. But this is, against the zone, you really want to run a good inbounds play here. And it did not.
Yeah, bad pass intercepted by El Reno as Richardson got a hold of the basketball. Ferguson in the lane here has her shot blocked. Knocked out of bounds and will actually go over to Midwest City. Thought it might stay down here with El Reno, but last touch by the Navy Blue. Miller back in.
That was really good vertical defense by Andrea Walter, and that helped get a stop there. One thing about El Reno, even though they go zone, they will defend the inbounds passes like it's man-to-man, a very good signature for Coach Douglas.
Ariana Walter with the basketball here. Bombers leading by a touchdown, 12-5 early. Henderson, left side across, 3-ball on the wing. No good off the back iron for Johnson. Long rebound comes out to Ferguson, and El Reno gets the ball back. Richardson off a screen from Roman nose. Left hand, bank shot, good.
That is a good finish. I got to ask, because I don't know much about her. I got to ask, is she left-handed? Because that was an impressive finish.
Yeah, that was nice. So Reno find their footing a little bit here. 12-7, final minute of the quarter. Floater off the side of the rim, no good for Walter. Rebound, though, pulled in by Hodge, who sticks it back.
As you can't coach 6'2".
Yeah, just thinking the same thing. So Maya Hodge, an offensive rebound and stick back. Bit of a painful one for Reno. Felt like he had a little momentum there.
And that's one of the only times Mosai's gotten points in the paint in the half court. And that's why you have her in there. And no other player from Midwest City could do that.
Ferguson handling it in the corner. Ferguson to Ferguson. That's Haley dissing it off to Cassidy, number 22. Robles in the paint. Nowhere to go. That's
got to
Hodge
be 3.
again.
Well, close to 3 seconds. And she got out just in time.
Ferguson being hounded by Henderson, and she stole it from her and leads a one-man fast break all the way to the rim. Scoop layup is good. Instant replay brought to you by Triple Elite Screen Printing. Find world-class designs and hot new styles. Henderson doing it all herself there. Final seconds of the quarter. Ferguson will throw up a prayer shot well short. And that ends a very good first quarter for Midwest City. After one, it's the Bombers 16, El Reno 7. You're watching high school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling.
Back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Great start for Midwest City at home. They lead it over El Reno 16-7. First of two here in Midwest City. Also have the boys to follow as per usual. Very good start for the girls, though. Jordan, obviously Midwest City, a 16-7 lead. Yep. Kind of doing a little bit of everything in that first 8 minutes.
Well, we got John Adams over there keeping some stats. I got Brooklyn Henderson with 5 points. And Promise Right for 5 points, those leading the way. Sadie Johnson with 3. Maya Hodge with a couple. So they've had balanced scoring. I think the two things for Midwest City, can they defend the paint without fouling on the defensive end, as they're going to bring Maya Hodge out. And they run some good sets in the half court where they don't have to settle for a 3.
So Bombers start the second quarter with the ball, leading by 9.
And that's good right there. Promise Right is someone who she made a 3 earlier this game, but she mostly wants to attack the paint. And she's pretty good at it, and that's a good possession for Midwest City, who heard drawing a foul like that.
So Toonie buys houses free throws for Promise Right. Our second quarter sponsor as we get going is Bail Bonds by Tomorrow. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bail Bonds by Tomorrow at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community.
And it is Tamara.
My
mistake.
but
she's okay with people making that mistake, she told me.
I think I've gone back and forth all year because she was a sponsor for us on Newcastle football as well.
Yes, she was. Very, very great new sponsor to have.
All across the network.
It's a count.
That's another 5 count. Boy, great defense by Midwest City throughout this first quarter and change. Nothing coming easy for El Reno at all right now.
Yeah, when El Reno was winning state titles just in the last couple of years, they didn't have a weak point on offense. They had their better players, but they didn't have a guard on offense that was a weak link. And this team has some guards that are very inexperienced, and we've seen that rear its head a couple times.
16-7 lead for Midwest City. They have the basketball against the two-time defending state champ El Reno. Johnson with it on the wing. Gives it up to Wright, swings it across Henderson. Long pass across to Johnson in the corner. Now she'll go ahead and fire away. Clackums.
I like it.
Wow, Bobby Lewis 3-ball. That's the 4th for Midwest City. That one was way out there for Johnson, and that was easy.
Well, they backed off her.
Yeah.
They gave her room to shoot. They dared her, and she made him pay.
Thomas responds. Clackums right back the other way as Juliana Thomas, who's kind of been the one making it go on offense for El Reno so far, hits a big shot there.
I like her. I think she's probably the most talented player on this El Reno team. She's made plays for him.
Here's another 3 for Midwest City. Way too strong for Drea Walter. El Reno has it back down by 9. Just kind of trying to hang in there right now. Thomas again, left-hand shot, no good. That was 3-on-1. Robles rebound, put back attempt, no. Rebound, though, by Wright. Another opportunity for El Reno. Wild shot put up, that won't fall. That was Sasha Etledge into the game for the first time. Couldn't get that shot to fall. And despite multiple offensive rebounds, El Reno comes up empty.
Well, Drea Walter, she airballed the 3. She did not get frustrated with herself. She hustled back on defense, and she forced that first miss. Credit to her for getting back on defense. Now the rebounding for Midwest City is still a problem.
She'll try again, back iron. That was a high arcing 3-point shot. And it's going to stay with Midwest City as Ferguson couldn't quite corral the rebound.
Seven Miller helped keep that possession alive.
She'll come out.
She's by far the most experienced player on this team. She started on the team that made the state tournament 2 years ago. Missed much of last year, the first part with an arm injury. But she can play her role now in a way she couldn't last year. She has help on offense. She's not a primary scorer, but she does so many other things well.
Here's Walter finally on a 3. This is Ariana Walter. Got to specify. Doesn't go. Hodge, another rebound. Kick out. Johnson, 3. Clackums.
Yeah, Sadie's the one. She's got 3 threes. And who got that rebound? Maya Hodge. Maya Hodge can make things happen. She's not the most skilled player, but again, you can't teach 6'2".
That's 5 Bobby Lewis Insurance threes in this first half for Midwest City, and it's created a 12-point lead. Roman Nose gives it up, driving down the baseline. A nice tough finish by Jada Richardson. Boy, I'm with you. Thomas has been the one making it, but Jada Richardson probably her number 2. She's had a couple of nice finishes.
Well, they got good instincts. You know, they just don't have experience, but knowing that against a man defense that's tight like that, cut back door, they did, and
Johnson
it worked.
too strong. Long rebound, though, is almost saved by Walter. Spoke a little too soon. Couldn't quite get there. And it'll go back over to El Reno.
Okay, so we're going to see Brooklyn Henderson, I believe, sit down for the first time. So who's going to initiate offense for Midwest City now? It's going to be interesting to watch.
Thomas flying down the court, open lane, but couldn't finish at the rim. Did everything right, but the most important part, which was lay it in, she got right to the cup. Couldn't do the final job. Bombers have it back, leading by 10. Walter driving, shot wide left, out of bounds, back over to El Reno. Feels like an important 440 for El Reno, Ryan, to close this half and try to maybe get it back within single digits, not let it get out to 15 or more.
If I remember correctly, this game was close when they played at El Reno at this point, midway through the second quarter. And Midwest City went on a run to end the second quarter and kind of never looked back after that. So, yeah, you're right. We'll see if El Reno can make the run here.
Richardson being hounded by Walter, tries to get it to Thomas. Kick back out, open look at a 3 for Richardson. Clackums. Nice give and go with who have been clearly El Reno's 2 best players so far, Thomas and Richardson. And Jada knocks it down, the freshman. And El Reno's back with it.
Backdoor cut to generate good offense.
Trey Walter gives it up. Swing across, midway point of quarter number 2. Here's Hodge in the lane, backing her defender down, and just bully ball to the rim and finish. Maya Hodge making the most of her minutes off the bench in this first half. Been very active. Gets the bucket there.
Yeah,
Richardson on the opposite page with Thomas this time. Leads to a turnover. Fast break for Dre Walter. Left-hand scoop layup, no. Ariana Walter couldn't get it, but Wright scoops it. Her shot will go, but then Walter scoops it and puts it back again. Triple lead screen printing instant replay. Offensive rebounding, a major X factor for Midwest City, and they lead it back by 11.
Both teams have really hit the glass well.
Richardson, though, another 3-ball. Boy, Jada Richardson has really heated up. And a timeout here taken as Richardson nails another 3-ball. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's 10 points for her now. Over half El Reno's total output, and it's back to an 8-point game with 3:12 to play in the first half.
Yeah, so El Reno's now gotten hot from three-point range. And, again, we expect that even though they've had they only lost 3 games as El Reno, but they've kind of demonstrated with close wins against like Lawton High, which is unusual, that as of right now, they're not at the same level they normally are. But they have such a good culture and such a long tradition of winning, at least, I don't know about it's a long, but it's a very strong tradition of winning, a recent tradition of winning, that you expect at some point these players are going to start to step up. So we see Denia Douglas come in. She was not available for this team for the first semester, but she is available tonight, and she's in for the first time. We'll see if she can give this team a lift for Midwest City.
Felt like El Reno was kind of hanging on for dear life. Now they're back within 8. See if they can close the half strong, or if Midwest City can push this back out a little bit. Henderson back in. Fed it off. Good ball movement around. Leads to a 3 for Ariana Walter. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, ends up right back to her. She'll put up a floater, and gets the roll. So another offensive rebound for Midwest City leads to more points. That's got to be driving Coach Douglas crazy for El Reno.
Well, now it's Midwest City scoring on offensive rebounds, and now El Reno's hitting threes, kind of a reversal of the first quarter. But then Midwest City also forced a turnover. Brooklyn Henderson, credit for that. We haven't seen her take this game over yet on offense, but she's actually played a good all-around game, also making stuff happen on defense, and the offense, will come eventually for her.
Ariana Walter in defensively, helping force that as well. So lead back to 10, Midwest City handling it. Here is Walter firing away on a 3 in the corner. Back iron. Another offensive rebound, though, for Midwest City. And now a turnover. The Wright got the board and tried to scoop it over to Douglas, but mishandled it out of bounds. El Reno gets the ball back.
Wasn't a great bounce pass.
Almost a turnover, but pulled in by Laney Wright for El Reno. Now a foul, and she got hit across the arms. First foul of the quarter. You mentioned that in the first quarter. Can they defend without fouling? That's the first one, almost 6 minutes in.
Yeah, they kind of have. Part of what you want to do when you're Midwest City, you're playing a lot of pressure, man. You want to identify which players can you really go at.
Just miscommunication on the inbound. Henderson gets the turnover, takes it all the way herself. Good transition defense, though. Has to kick it out. Johnson, 3, side of the rim, no. Rebound, though, Douglas. Kick out. Henderson, 3, too strong. Tell right out of the hand. That one had a little too much juice. Richardson handling it here for El Reno. Wild left-hand shot, not going to get the roll. That was good defense by Promise Wright. Henderson starts the break for Midwest City. Rocket pass to Walter. Somehow didn't travel there, got rid of it. Henderson running shot doesn't go. Douglas, though, boy, that was chaotic. And eventually,
still chaotic.
Whoa, and
nice
Douglas goes flying. Got to appreciate the hustle. After all that, it's going to be a Reno possession. I couldn't even keep up with the action there. If that was on radio, that would have not been the greatest. that was hectic. Hodge going to come back in for Midwest City. She'll replace Henderson, looks like.
Again, Brooklyn Henderson has her best attributes this game have been defense and passing. Scoring, I think it will come. She only has 5 points, I believe, but she's actually played a really good all-around game.
Yeah, really impressive freshman. First time for me getting to see her play. You can see it. Bad pass here. Douglas just shutting off Elledge, and she threw it right to Walter. It's going to get an easy left-hand layup, but she missed it. Maybe a little too casual with that, and then you got a contest that maybe wasn't expecting, leads to a miss, and now fast break. Ferguson feeds it off to Elledge, who puts it in. So the player who ended up turning it over ends up laying it in on the other side. It's a 4-point swing from a 12-point game back down to 8.
You got to be careful when you want to finish with your left hand, your right-handed player. I think Coach Knight wants to hold for the last shot
here. It just seemed like she thought she was going to go uncontested to the rim, and then when a defender came flying in, kind of rushed it a little.
Yeah, just threw her off. You got to just have to have good awareness here.
So Midwest City is going to hold for the final shot. They'll take presumably at least an 8-point lead with them into the locker room. Got to give El Reno credit, though. Again, it looked like they were maybe going to get run out of the gym. They've battled back to be in this, but need to stop here. Johnson gives it to Wright, 5 seconds. Promise Wright, lost the handle. Scooped up by El Reno. Thomas going to get it ahead to Elledge, but she's going to run out of time. And that's going to end the first half. So a competitive first half, a good first half for Midwest City, but also kind of feels like they could easily be up by quite a bit more. But at the end of 16 minutes, they lead over El Reno 28-20. We'll step aside. Halftime report coming up here in just a little bit. We'll give you some scores and set the table for the second half. You're watching high school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call. This is why you need our number in your phone.
This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, God hail, call Cantrell.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. time you need our number in your phone.
This could be you!
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Just about 90 seconds away from getting the second half started between Midwest City and El Reno girls. Midwest City a 28-20 lead at the break. Jordan hit a few other scores here before we go to the second half. Just got a handful of games here to get to. Not a lot of other competitive games. Some other big blowouts. I'll hit them real quick here. Noble leading Southeast 48-8 at the break out there. And then on our airways right now, Del City is all over Altus, 42-11. Del City absolutely smashing Altus. That game's on the Oklahoma Sports Network right now concurrently with us.
We also have Loud MacArthur at McGinnis, but we don't have a score for that game yet. But we're going to be playing on being at McGinnis Monday, not Tuesday, Monday of next week.
Monday Night Hoops.
Newcastle at McGinnis. I'm excited about that because that'll allow me to watch some good hoops going on in Lawton on Tuesday of next week. We'll talk more about those games. Actually, I want to go and give you a quick update on points. So for Midwest City, we got John Adams for us keeping track of stats. Sadie Johnson is leading the way with 9 points. Promise Wright has 6. Andrea Walter has 3. Ariana Walter, her sister, has 4. Brooklyn Henderson. Maya Hodge has 2. We have Brooklyn Henderson with only 2. I think she has more than that, but I'm not totally sure. But we have a total of 28 there. For El Reno, we do have Jada. By the way, our stats are not official. Jada Richardson with 9 points. So she's been doing very well for the Indians, keeping them in this game. We haven't talked about her enough. We've talked about Thomas a lot. She has 3, but she's done well with assists and passing. Sasha Ellich has 2. Haley Ferguson has 4. And Maya Rosales was 2 as well. So, again, these are unofficial stats as we get ready for the third quarter.
Set up for a fun finish. You know, if you tuned in a little late, Midwest City kind of was taking it to El Reno like they might run away with this game, but El Reno able to battle back, only down 8 at the break. Feel like that's kind of a win for Coach Jennifer Douglas and the Indians. You're right in this. So you're right in this game. 8-point game, obviously, as we start the second half. Third quarter sponsors we get ready to get going is Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code, give them a call, 405-733-7671 for a free quote. Teams were out there. The officials weren't out there. We had an officials delay there.
Well, I thought there was some confusion on who gets the ball first. So maybe not. Maybe it's something else, like you said.
Anyway, El Reno is the team that has it, and they're down by 8 as we start the second half. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. A turnover as Miller rips it away from Roman Nose. Leads to a break. Henderson, wild shot. Bank. It'll go. Triple E screen printing instant replay.
That was set up by Seven Miller, by the way, as you see that replay. Great shot by Brooklyn Henderson. And then Henderson fouls. I think El Reno's doing a good job, but they did in the first quarter anyway. They may be getting back to it of just absorbing contact. If Midwest City's going to play physical, you go up for a shot, you're probably going to have enough contact for a foul, and this is a good job for Thomas to get to the free throw line.
So, like you said, Juliana Thomas at the line, hitting the first one. It was really pretty much all Thomas and Richardson being El Reno's offense in that first half. And total opposite ends of the spectrum. Thomas a senior, Richardson just a freshman. So they haven't really played a lot together.
No.
But you wouldn't know by the way they played tonight. They've looked very good, the two of them. Back down on an 8-point game, 30-22. Johnson in the corner almost had her heels on the sideline there. Rip pass underneath to Miller, kick out Henderson.
3 seconds, yep.
That was about to be a wide open look for Henderson, too.
Man, one of the things I like about Brooklyn Henderson, she makes tremendous cross-court passes. I mean, it's just a simple flick of the wrist for her. That's not easy for a freshman girl to do.
No doubt. Now Reno has it back, down by 8. Richardson, tough to the rim, can't finish, but she's hit from behind and fouled. So Jada Richardson will go back to the free throw line, something she did a couple of times in the first half.
Yeah, Reno's doing a good job. They don't have a quickness advantage, but they do a good job of knowing when they can spin and pivot. So they go to the middle, they attack, they then spin, and they have a driving lane. The Bombers may want to consider maybe going a little soft with their defense. I don't mean soft as in how hard they play, but maybe giving them El Reno space to shoot.
Sure. Tell you what, this game's got some really impressive freshmen. In Brooklyn Henderson and then Jada Richardson here for El Reno. Been really fun to watch.
Yeah, and I think at some point we're going to see Ariana Walter really
She's had some nice moments as well, yeah.
So that's 3 freshmen that look like they're going to have good high school careers.
So they're both good. Reno's within 6. This is the closest they've been in a while. Just kind of hanging around in this game. Midwest City still leading by 6, but it was obviously as much as 12 in that first half. Hodge gets an offensive rebound. We have whistles. Maya Hodge, she comes in the game, immediate impact all night tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Knight should probably consider not taking her out very much. She's been great. She'll probably need a blow between now and the end of the game if this game stays close, but otherwise, yeah, you want to keep her in.
Like I said, can't teach size, 6'2". Henderson on a great inbounds play with an easy lay-in.
You know, I can't tell you how important baseline out-of-bounds plays are for you on offense. If you're struggling any, you have a chance to get a good baseline out-of-bounds play that can really get you going.
So lead back to 8, 32-24. Thomas with it for El Reno. Hodge able to close her off. Nice cut from Ferguson, but it's blocked by Promise Right. It'll go out of bounds and stay with El Reno, but a nice anticipation defensive play there by Promise Right.
There's recovery there, but that's 3 times at least that you've seen Midwest City get burned, almost burned, I should say, on a backdoor play. They got to be careful with that.
Wright had her shot blocked but got it back. Handoff to Roman Nose. Her jumper from the elbow, no good. Nice left-hand pass. Johnson up under layup for Henderson. Doesn't go, though. And it'll go out of bounds back over to El Reno.
I think Brooklyn just kind of lost track of where she was in relation to the basket. And El Reno's not really they have a little bit of height, but they're not much of a shot-blocking team. You can kind of take yourself, gather yourself, and try to get a good-looking shot at a good spot for you.
Richardson, no good. Got her own miss. Put back. Will go, and the foul. Wow. Jada Richardson is just kind of doing a little bit of everything right now for Reno. And she can get them back within 5. She makes the free throw.
I think Midwest City's defense is giving El Reno too many driving lanes. And then when they do, they're closing in on those, but they're not really rebounding. They're not in rebounding position. That was a bit of a problem in the first quarter, and now it's becoming a bit of a problem for Midwest City again.
Free throw on the way for Jada Richardson, who is starting to really fill it up. Makes the free throw again, and it's a 5-point game. Henderson bringing it down for Midwest City. Feels like El Reno's got the momentum right now. Certainly, at least kind of feeling like they got their feet under them. Henderson, bad pass. Intercepted by Roman Nose. Now it's on the floor.
Maya Hodge kept that alive.
Somehow it's going to stay with Midwest City after all that.
Yeah, that looked like a sure turnover. Now that's where a freshman, Brooke Linderson, she has a lot of confidence in her passing ability, and she got a little overconfident with that one.
Henderson into Johnson. Kick it back out to Wright. In the corner, Johnson. Promise Wright will try and set something up. Give it back out to Brooklyn Henderson, who will go way out. I'm not sure about the spacing here. Her and Johnson were in each other's pocket. Richardson on Wright. Hands it off to Walter. Wright will fire away from 3. Too strong. Rebound on the floor. Richardson gets down and get it. Hands off to Thomas. Oh, boy, that was almost going to be an easy layup to get it to 1 score, but Thomas definitely moved the feet there before she could get out ahead to Elledge.
Yeah, Thomas had to gather her feet in order to make a good pass to Elledge. And so doing, she moved her step. She moved her feet without using a dribble. That's a travel, obviously.
Johnson off the inbound. 5-point lead for Midwest City. Henderson on the right wing. Richardson, that freshman matchup.
Well, that's
have a foul here on El Reno. Indians are saying that needs to be on the floor. I thought they're going to give her the shot, though. Yep, so some Toonie Bice House's free throws here coming for Brooklyn Henderson. First one is good. Lead goes back out to 6.
Yeah, Brooklyn forced that one, but sometimes when you want to force something on offense, you draw a call. I don't think it was a great idea, but again, sometimes, even if it's not a great idea, it still works. And she got both. So that's a big possession for Midwest City, given how El Reno was clawing their way back in. And off the free throw, Midwest City's going to try to go with some pressure. That's what Promise Wright likes to do. She probably likes to do that as much as anything else on the court. Deny a pass.
Haley Ferguson able to get it into Thomas.
Oh, that was close. Thomas should not have kept dribbling across the timeline. She needs to find a teammate. It's hard because she's only 5'2", but that was a run and jump defense, and you don't want to dribble into that corner like that.
Yeah, so I got in the triangle, Bermuda Triangle there in that corner. Roman knows, thought with a 3, but Hodge closed it out, made her think better of it. Richardson handoff Thomas.
It's a good switch.
Henderson guarding her close. Left hand is blocked by Henderson. She got a piece of that and then getting the ball herself. Leads the break. Brooklyn Henderson down the floor. Rocket pass across. Promise right for 3. Too strong. Air ball long. Ends up back with Reno. That would have been a big shot there to push it back to 10 if she could have knocked that down.
The shooting has cooled off, but again, the passing of Brooklyn Henderson has been really good.
A lot of contact here. Ball's poked away and scooped up by Midwest City. Start another fast break. Henderson, pull up, floater good.
That's a Division I move there.
Yeah.
You can see it. Again, it hasn't led to a lot of points yet, but you can see the Division I skill, and that's why Midwest City's gone on a bit of a mini run here.
Thinking the same thing. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it to 36-27. Midwest City leads Reno on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 36-27, Midwest City leading El Reno. First of 2 here at Midwest City. We'll have the boys' game to follow.
It'll be interesting to see what El Reno does on offense. That's, the Midwest City has gotten some transition opportunities because of bad offense by El Reno, and it's partly because of the pressure defense that Midwest City plays. We'll see how El Reno adjusts coming out of a full timeout.
Midway point here of quarter number 3. Richardson handles it for the Indians. Off the Roman nose. Trying to get some room, but Hodge, again, good defense. Maya Hodge has been so good in this game.
I agree.
Richardson being hounded by Wright, has to give it up to Roman nose. Working on Hodge again. Turnaround shot doesn't go. That was a good contest. Rebound, though, pulled in by El Reno. Buys him a second chance. Here's Elledge. Oh, that was rejected by Hodge. Somehow Reno still able to save it. Layup doesn't go, and eventually ends up back with the Bombers. Maya Hodge just kind of everywhere. Talked about 6'2". El Reno doesn't have anyone really even sniffing that, and you felt that in this game. She's dominated when she's been out there.
She didn't play last year on the team. She was with the other team as a freshman. She's mostly a soccer player, but those soccer players, they can move their feet in basketball.
3 ball in the corner for Ariana Walter. Bobby Lewis 3 ball, first one of the second half. Midwest City shot it really well in the first half, and just like that, the lead's back to 12 after Reno had it down to 5.
Well, basketball's a game of runs, and it's now Midwest City's turn. We'll see how long this one lasts.
This matches their biggest lead of the night. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with El Reno.
Yeah.
Now it feels like Indians kind of in the danger zone. With 2:04 to go in the third. They got to reel this thing back in.
So it comes down to in basketball, how long are these runs going to last? Maya Hodge is going to take a seat, kind of hobbling a bit. I don't know if she's really hurt or just kind of how she runs or how she jogs. But Midwest City could kind of start a knockout punch here.
Yeah.
They're not careful. And again, we saw, what's the call there? Is that turnover?
It's like a whistle on El Reno, yeah. Not sure who the foul was on.
It may have been on that backdoor cut. Maybe on the backdoor cut there was a push-off.
I don't know. I didn't see a signal to the scores table for any.
You're right. I didn't see one for a foul, but I don't know what else it could have been there. But another turnover on El Reno, and that's what Midwest City wants to do. They feel like they can force these El Reno guards into mistakes, and they have done that a lot this game.
Walter firing away again. Just hit one a second ago, and she's got another. Ariana Walter. Jordan, you called it. It was only a matter of time. She goes back-to-back threes, and Midwest City suddenly leads it by 15. It's a 10-0 run. Elledge in the lane, scoop, nice pass to Ferguson, but not able to finish it. Elledge gets it back. That shot won't go. Boy, the painted area just so clogged up right now. Midwest City making everything tough down there. And the Bombers have it back. And these two teams played the first time last month. Midwest City won by 16. They're right in that ballpark right now on a 10-0 run. Walter going for 3 in a row. Got it!
Her stroke looks really dialed in right there, and she likes that spot near that right corner. As I'm seeing her cousin, DJ Walter, assistant with the boys team, a former Midwest City grad, walking a few feet in front of us.
3 straight threes by Ariana Walter. It's a 13-0 run. Henderson forced a turnover.
How'd she stay up?
Maintained her dribble there. Fast break for the Bombers. Henderson fake and layup will go, and the foul. Triple lead screen printing instant replay. It's an avalanche right now for Midwest City. The lead is out to 20.
What a finish, and Midwest City's now starting to get the defensive stops that you want that lead to transition, and they're back to being hot again from three-point range. And we said when they got up 12 that this could be the beginning of a knockout punch, and we may be seeing it because I don't know if El Reno has the offense to make up a 20-point deficit.
It's a 15-0 run, and they're going to save the possession here off of the missed free throw. Promise right-hand shot trying to bank it, too strong. Rebound ripped down by Thomas. This game was a 5-point game just moments ago, and it's out to 20 now. Thomas, a frantic 3, not a great shot. Rebound, though, is pulled in by El Reno. Kick out Ferguson for 3, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Walter. Start the break for Midwest City. Final 40 seconds of the quarter. Walter scoop layup. That won't quite go. Promise right, though, rips down the board. Her putback is blocked. Henderson. Boy, that was almost an unreal offensive rebound by Henderson, but not able to quite squeeze it.
And let's give it up to Promise Right. Now, they didn't lead to a basket, but she plays with an amazing amount of energy. And that's what gives – it's the shooting and the energy, the team speed that these guards have that give you hope for Midwest City. And they're on their way to really clinching, not officially, but clinching a home district if they win here, because I just don't see any other team that can knock them off for finishing in the top 2. So then it becomes a question of, can you win the district outright? And, of course, the team that they have to worry about there is up the road in Midwest City, Carl Albert.
Sure.
But 2 teams get a host, so they're really not a threat to each other as far as that goes. And we'll have the first Midwest City Carl Albert game on the Oklahoma Sports Network on January 30th.
Robles in the corner for El Reno. Roman Nose will fire away on a 3. Left it short. El Reno in a dry spell offensively right now. This is Midwest City. First time into the game for Jayliana Overby, freshman number 1. Handled the ball there a moment ago. She's got it here. 10 seconds. 3 ball for Sadie Johnson. Too strong. Rebound, though, Douglas. Got a few seconds to work with here. Now, what's the call? Got a tie-up. The arrow will keep it with Midwest City. They'll have 2 seconds to work with.
And that means that El Reno will have the first possession of the fourth quarter. So if you're Midwest City, we'd like to take advantage of this tie-up, get a really good baseline and a bounce play in.
Walter fires away. Why not? Oh, boy. Just a little offline. That'll end the quarter. Midwest City closes on a 15-0 run. They lead it by 20, 47-27 after 3 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, God.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Midwest City girls leading El Reno 47-27 as we start the fourth quarter. A 15-0 run that Midwest City is currently on. It took a close game and blew it wide open. And it's all Bombers right now, looking like they're on their way to a sweep of El Reno this season, at least in the regular season. And a turnover right out of the gates here. Midwest City has the basketball back, leading by 20. Fourth quarter presented by Titan Storage. Titan Secure Storage, proud to be tonight's quarter sponsor. As a veteran and operator-owned business in East Oklahoma City, it's our honor and responsibility to serve our community with care and lots of discount options. At Titan Secure Storage, your treasures aren't just secure, they're Titan Secure. Visit at TitanStorageOK.com or call them at 405-987-8673 for more information. Shot offline, goes out of bounds, back over to El Reno.
It'll be interesting to see if El Reno stays in that zone. If they do, Midwest City can run a lot of clock every possession. And that's one of the things you can do against a zone is pass the ball around a lot and run clock. And you just want to secure the win. I mean, you got to – Midwest City, both girls and boys are going to go to McAllister this weekend for a tournament. So you're not looking for a lot of energy to expel this because the tournament starts in only a couple days.
Yeah, we know how those tournaments can be tough. You play
three games in 3 days.
Yeah, we'll have our own with that here coming up in a couple of weeks, the Titan Classic.
That's right.
Which one of the highlights of the year for us on OSN.
Absolutely.
Excited to be the broadcaster of that again this year. 24 games in 3 days. We'll have a lot more information on that as it gets closer. But
a lot of good teams.
Yeah, a lot of good teams. Great field this year.
6A teams, a lot of good 5A teams from the East.
Back to a traditional format as well, which is nice.
Got some good games before that, too. We mentioned we'll be doing Newcastle Bishop McGinnis on a Monday.
Yeah.
Midwest City will play Lawton High on a Tuesday, and Dell City will play Lawton MacArthur that same day. We should have both games on, even though they're in Lawton. And then Friday, Bishop McGinnis and Dell City on Friday the 16th.
Yeah. Loaded slate next week, say the least. 3 ball in the corner. Clackamas for Jayliana Overby. The run is still going. That's 18-0 now. And I don't have a timestamp for when El Reno last scored, Jordan, but it's been a while.
Maybe about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the third. And that
right on cue. There you go. Laney Wright, a nice spin and finish. Well, breaks a long dry spell for the Indians.
Maya Hodge is about to check in. We're going to see if Coach Knight does not go with Brooklyn Henderson if she gives her a rest.
Sadie Johnson, long 3 doesn't go. Walter, though, rips down the board. Put back, no. Contact and a foul here.
Are they going to say out?
Oh, they're going to say she
probably could have called a foul.
Now, she did step on the baseline for what it's worth, but I
kind of happened at the same time, which if it did happen at the same time, I probably would call out of bounds.
Now, I'll say this crew has let a lot of contact go in this game, which I'm okay with. It's been consistent. I'm okay with it. I'd much rather that than whistles for every little thing. I'm on board with the way this game's been called.
It'll be the same crew that calls the boys' game, of course.
Another 3 for Overby. Bobby Lewis 3 ball. So this freshman coming in and making an impact here. That's a trap.
They're not letting up the pressure as Midwest City. They still got Promise right in, and she's going to wreak havoc every chance she can on defense. Again, it'll be interesting to see if El Reno plays zone. Does Midwest City start to pass the ball around? But it looks like they're content with where they're at, so they're going to play normal offense. As you see right there.
Sadie Johnson, another 3, doesn't go. Well, I know they missed that one. They end up getting the possession. But I would think, Jordan, that the way Midwest City can shoot it, how many players can hit a 3, that's going to pay out really well in the postseason. Because you can make up for a lot if you can hit a bunch of 3s. Hodge, another tough finish.
That is a really good move there.
She's been excellent tonight.
We'll give Maya Hodge some love. You know, she's a football intern for the OSN. So
heavy contender for Whataburger Player of the Game right now.
I like the idea of it. It's, you know what? She's been behind the camera, behind that field camera we're using. We'll show you that field camera right now. We're not, I haven't used it a ton yet this game, but we have it available there. It's one of our new basketball interns running that.
Gives a little different perspective. Here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Got another game to come. Should be a fun boys game coming up. A rematch of a great postseason matchup that they had last year out in Reno.
Back-to-back postseasons.
That's right. That's right.
And you called both
Back-to-back.
those games. I couldn't be there with you, but I was very much thinking about those games as I was calling a different game. But that's how regionals work, Josh. We're spread out.
Right. The funny thing about that game last year, too, is that El Reno won that game, obviously, but Midwest City got to the state tournament, which El Reno did too, but Midwest City came the hard way.
That's the hard way. When you lose the regional championship and you got to win twice on area weekend, but the Bombers somehow did that,
So a couple of teams that were both in the state tournament last year will be going toe-to-toe coming up in just a little bit, so less than 5 minutes to go in this one. It's going to send Laney right to the line here for El Reno. I'm excited. We got a lot of basketball for them, but I'm really looking forward to the brand new OG&E Coliseum this year. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've
heard great things. Obviously, I haven't been in it myself, but I've heard great things, great setup. I think fans are going to really like it.
I look forward to seeing it. And, I told Eric when we did a podcast about basketball that I just don't see a whole lot of competition for the 4 schools we have in 5A up in the Metro, the 3 Middale schools and Newcastle in girls basketball. Boys basketball is a different story.
Sure.
But girls basketball, you see another 3 made by the Bombers.
Another 3 for Jayliana Overby. That's her third one off the bench here.
Yeah, Midwest City, Carl Albert, Dell City, and Newcastle. If those are shocked.
Girls, you're saying.
And the boys' side, you got teams like Clesson SAS, maybe Lawton High. And then on the east side of boys 5A, Booker T, they may just be a beast. And same with Tulsa Memorial and maybe even East Central. But I'm not as certain about that on the girls' side. So I like the chances that we're going to have an OSN team play for a state title for the first time on the girls' side.
It would be great. We'd love to do it, obviously. Always a lot of fun. State tournament week.
We may have 2. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we have 2.
And all the tournaments are going to be at OG&E Coliseum, but there will be some games played at the Lloyd Noble Center again as well, which obviously we spent a lot of time at the last couple of years also. Last year, the whole thing was at the Big House, with the exception of some semifinals.
Finals in UConn. There's Maya Hodge,
But this year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's all OG&E with some Lloyd Noble Center. I don't think there's anything else. Maybe there's another sub-site in there that I don't know.
I have to say, last year's old venue, that was the first time I've ever been there for basketball. I've been there for plenty of Midwest City graduations. I got a cough coming back. But it made me really appreciate how good parking was at Lloyd Noble.
Oh, it's amazing. The Lloyd Noble Center is not a good arena. Obviously, has it. A lot of OU fans are very well aware. But the parking situation is immaculate. That's the one thing that it's very easy to get in and out of the Lloyd Noble Center. No doubt about that. One thing it has going for it.
When you're lugging equipment like we do, parking matters.
No
doubt. We'll
doubt.
see what the new one's like.
No doubt. It's in the same area. It's right there.
Yeah.
Split the trip at the line there. 27-point lead for Midwest City. Obviously well on their way to a nice win. Hodge is going to foul Thomas, send her to the line.
So Midwest City tournament. Excuse me, here at McAllister again.
Yeah, that starts with Edmond Santa Fe on Thursday. El Reno, meanwhile, what they have ahead, they're going out to Anadarko for a tournament. I don't have their opponent in front of me here, but they're playing in the Anadarko tournament, which I've been out there before. Very old, kind of historic basketball venue out there in Anadarko. Lots of state championship teams have played out there in the past, especially on the girls' side.
Well, they have a legendary boys coach.
Right.
I don't know if he's still a Doug Schumpert, I think.
Yeah, I think
I played against him when I was in high school.
That had the game that was 4-0 a couple years ago. 4-2?
He was the author. Well,
4-0, 4-2.
We consider him the author of that 4-2 game 3 years ago against Weatherford.
Weatherford, yeah.
That was a good 4A team, by the way. So it was you wanted to keep the game close, you did. That Weatherford team, I think, was runner-up that year.
That was C.J. Nixon, who's defensive end at Oklahoma right now.
Yeah, hit the game-winning shot his senior year.
That's right. That's right. Very good basketball player.
Yeah.
But decided to focus on football.
That I got to see a lot of that 4A state championship game against Crossings because that was the game before Lawton High's state championship appearance against Booker T, and that was a heck of a game. And Crossings looks like they're not missing a beat. Teams are thankful for that 5A court ruling that puts Crossings, I think, keeps them from being back in 5A. I think for the 5, there's enough good 5A boys teams.
Yeah. Crosses Cal Furnish doing some good stuff at Oral Roberts right now. So
not surprising.
No. Free throw good for Richardson.
So
what class is Crossings in? What are they playing in
they're
this year?
4A
Are they?
again,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't realize that. Hard to keep up with it. Basketball, it's up and down every year, it feels like.
If you're below 5A, I think you can have your girls in one class and boys in another, and that may be the case with Crossings. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But obviously, once you get to 5A, because of districts, you can't do that.
Final 3 minutes in this one. Midwest City well on their way, 59-34 lead. Dre Walter across to Ariana Walter. This was a close game. Just an 8-point game at halftime. And it was a 5-point game in the middle of the third quarter. And then Midwest City just went on a giant run to blow it open. Overby, the freshman, catching the air ball 3 here, but pass is intercepted by up, and the arrow's going to be down here. So the freshman Overby stealing a possession for Midwest City with 2:31 to go.
It's interesting. Promise Wright playing some late minutes in a game that's a blowout.
When you have a tournament coming up, like you were saying.
Yeah, but she will. She's not going to run out of energy. You can tell by watching. Her energy is endless. Same with Seven Miller, who gets a shot up there.
Miller ends up getting her own miss after it was tapped out, but Thomas able to scoop it. She'll start the fast break for El Reno. Left hand spins around and falls for Thomas. I'm not super familiar with Edmond Santa Fe. That's who Midwest City will see on Thursday in their McAllister tournament opener.
They lost badly to Del City. I don't think Santa Fe
did
one of the better teams this year, but you never know.
3 for Johnson, final 2 minutes of the game. Wright able to run it down and save it. Kick across Walter for 3. Back iron, no.
Over the back on Seven Miller. Now we're about to talk about our player of the game sponsor, Whataburger. I just want to say something about him because you're going to read it off. But they brought back the, I'm already at a loss for what it is, but my favorite burger. Oh, it's the Chipotle, the Pepper Jack one. I'm so surprised by it, Josh, I can't remember.
I don't even know. I'm a Whataburger frequenter. I was glad they brought back the Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich.
They brought one back a year ago that they hadn't had for a few years.
I remember that because we had a commercial.
The Monterey Melt.
The Monterey Melt.
They brought back the Monterey Melt, people. That is super exciting. I had 2 today.
You had 2 today at the same time or 2 separate meals?
Well, not the exact same time. I had one after the other, but.
Well, I know, but it was all one meal. You killed 2.
It was all one meal. I didn't have any fries.
Gotcha.
That's what I just got 2 burgers minus the fries. If it sounds like I picked out, I did, but not to that extent where I was like scarf water.
Was one right here, right down the road?
The one on 15th Street. Yep, that's our player of the game sponsor.
Which we'll be handing that out in just a moment. Which the winning player gets a coupon,
couple
right?
free items. Yes.
It's awesome.
It's going to be My Hodge. I'm going to call it. And My Hodge has already got a couple. So or has already been to Whataburger for some goodies this school year.
Really good game for her off the bench. Seven Miller jumper won't go. Rebound pulled in by Roman Nose. Just kind of playing out the string here. 21-point lead for Midwest City. Jordan's going to get down and talk to the player of the game, by the way, which is Maya Hodge, which we'll do all that in just a moment. He'll get down and talk to her and probably talk to Coach Megan Malloy Knight as well. Final minute. Promise Wright. Shot will go. Nice tough finish there. Final 45 seconds at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Stick with us. We're going to have the boys game to come. Thomas for 3, left it short. Should be another fun one. 2 teams that were in the state tournament last year have had some epic postseason collisions the last couple of seasons. And they'll be meeting each other again here on this floor in just a few moments as Dre Walter is dribbling it out from here. Looks like it's going to be a 23-point final margin in favor of the Bombers. Jordan's going to head down and talk to Midwest City in just a moment. But a very nice performance by Midwest City, and they build on the 16-point win they had over El Reno last month. They win tonight by a 61-38 23-point margin to sweep the defending champs, the 2-time defending champs, in resounding fashion and prove to 6-1 on the season. Reno falls down to 5-4. They'll head out to Anadarko for their tournament next. Midwest City, meanwhile, will go to McAllister. So our Whataburger player of the game, like Jordan mentioned, is Maya Hodge. Whataburger on 15th. Celebrate your game day wins this holiday with the sweet blackberry flavor of the new Frosted Berry Whata Fresher from Whataburger. You earned it. 5925 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City. All right, Jordan's just waiting for Coach Knight, and then he'll also grab Maya Hodge in a moment whenever he's ready, and we'll let him take it. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, Josh, am I good?
You're good.
Okay, Coach, let's go to the third quarter. They got within 5. And what happened to get the lead back to a comfortable place?
Really, we just had to keep our composure. I kind of had to do a little bit of yelling, kind of getting their butt because we weren't awake. We played tired at the beginning. We let off. We got too comfortable. And when you're playing a team like El Reno, you can't get comfortable. So we finally got it together. We had a bunch of people off the bench that came with a lot of energy and got the job done.
And how happy are you to have Maya back?
Oh, I love it. And today she was on. I'm so proud of her for finishing and doing the little things.
Talk about the tournament you have coming up this weekend.
We have a big tournament. We got Edmond Santa Fe 6A, and then, hopefully we get to see Muskogee and Booker T, so we're really excited. We got to come ready to go.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk to our player of the game, Maya. It's good we can have you on the network. You're usually behind the camera, right? So talk about your game tonight. When you came in, what were you feeling like?
Coach came and talked to me. Said I need to work hard. I mean, she said some things to me, and I really knew that I need to, really wake up and play hard this game.
Now, you didn't play last year, but you're back playing basketball. Are you having fun?
Oh yeah, it's fun being back. I miss the atmosphere.
Okay, are you ready for some more Whataburger?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get you some coupons here, but you're a Whataburger player of the game, all right? So don't leave here without those coupons, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, Josh.
Appreciate it, Jordan and Coach Knight, along with Maya Hodge, for taking a moment to talk to us. Midwest City wins it 61-38. Like we said, they go to 6-1 on the year. Reno falls to 5-4. All right, we're going to step aside here real quick. When we come back, Jordan and I will set the table for the second half of our doubleheader as the boys are out there warming up. Tip coming up in about 9 minutes or so don't go anywhere. Another great game coming up. You're watching high school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Okay, happy to be joined by Midwest City boys coach Tori Noel. Coach, I talked earlier to Coach Knight, and she told me how, in talking about her tournament losses at the Norman tournament, other than pride, they're not that important as far as whether you win or lose. But when she mentions pride, I wonder about how you guys responded and reacted to losing to Del City, the only time you're scheduled to play them, by the margin you did. Was that somewhat of a wake-up call for you guys?
I would say yes and no. It just kind of, I didn't know what I was going to get. I knew we either get that or we can come out and play really, really well. But I do know we lacked a lot of experience as far as people coming back. So I knew at one point we will, we'll eat the experience part. But hopefully with, playing more games, stuff like that, we'll start figuring things out.
Okay, and you've won 4 games since then. After the Del City loss, you won the next 2 at Norman and 2 more in district play. And now you've had a break. Haven't played since December 18th. So that's almost 3 weeks. What's been the focal point of trying to get your team better these last several weeks?
Just mentally coming in to practice every day and locking in, even when they didn't want to be there. A lot of guys are playing basketball and, these kids want to play. But, the biggest thing for us is kind of building habits. So hopefully we build a lot of habits over Christmas break during practices. So I think that's big for us, man. Hopefully we come out tonight and be ready to play.
Now, I saw on Facebook that you had some former players over. These are players that were there when I was coaching with you. Includes Christian Cook, who is playing professionally overseas, I think.
Yeah.
Kevin Overton, who's at Auburn. Izzy Hart, I forgot where he's at, but I know it's
he's at Southern Miss.
So he's at a D1 school. Jacoby Johnson, and then I think you look like you had your your basketball clothes on. Basically, was that like the 5-man unit that one day, like playing against the
I
players?
didn't play.
Okay.
I just put my stuff on. But JD Ray was there as well.
Oh, I
JD
forgot about
played too.
him.
Yeah, he Sam Houston, so he was there as well, and they got up and down with the guys a little bit, so it was good to see.
Yeah, for sure. How is Deshaun doing? And with a player with his ability, what has he maybe added to his game, or what were some things about him that may be a little different how he's playing last year? Because he's putting up really good numbers again.
I would think just the maturity level aspect of it, and then kind of just leading more vocally instead of just um just doing it personally. He's starting to talk. We're still staying on about communicate consistently and stuff like that, and I think he's doing a good job of that. And like I said, he's matured in the aspect of getting good shots, taking better shots, and knowing when to take his heat check moments and things like that. So I think he did a pretty good job at that, and getting his teammates involved. So,
and one of his teammates is Adrian Randall, who's new to the team, but he's very experienced.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're excited about him before the season began. How has he adjusted to his new surroundings?
I kind of thought he would adjust sooner than he has, but I mean, it's new to him. He's trying to figure things out still, and what we need from him. The biggest thing is to go through trial and error to get us to where we want to be, and I think he's been really really good for us here lately.
Okay, so far you haven't had any tough challenges in your district play. I know that will definitely change a week from now when you go to Lawton High, but you're taking on El Reno, a team that did not play well at the beginning of district play for them. They have won their last two. They did win convincingly at Guyman. So it's not the same El Reno team that beat you last year in the regional championship, but what do you think about the challenge you have tonight?
Man, we got to come ready to go. Like just like us and everybody else is practicing and they figuring things out. And I think Coach Hayden does a good job with his program, man. So I'm sure he didn't just fall down. He went back to practice and start fixing things. So we got to come ready to play tonight.
Okay, well, we look forward to the challenge. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse in Midwest City. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're ready for the second half of our doubleheader. We got the boys team tonight, El Reno and Midwest City. The Bombers at 5-1 overall coming into play. El Reno at just 3-5. Bit of a step back from what we're used to with them. Jordan, what's kind of the message here? These two teams, just like the girls played back in December, obviously Midwest City winning that game as well out on the road. Let's take a look at the district standings coming into play tonight to kind of set the table a little bit here.
Well, we have
paint a picture for us. I mean, El Reno, you're just so used to them being so good. You see 3-5 next to their name, it's a little jarring.
Yeah, and they have gotten blown out at games too. It's just interesting how both El Reno teams, you normally expect them to be very much in the thick of things in basketball, and they've just had really good senior classes last year, and they just haven't had the replacements that you're used to seeing. So it's interesting to see that they have dropped. That this happens from time to time. It's just kind of unusual to see it happen to both El Reno teams.
Right.
And when you look at the district standings, it's very similar at the top in the girls. Carl Albert and Midwest City stand above the rest. Midwest City beat Noble. Noble's 3-1, but they beat Noble very soundly. Lawton, I think Lawton may actually be at 3-1, even though we don't have a win in the OSA website for them, I believe. they're going to be a tough one. That could be a team that competes for a home spot, meaning they finish in the top 2, more so than any team on the girls.
Yeah.
As I think Carl Albert and Midwest City stand clear above everyone else. And the boys' side, Carl Albert and Midwest City, still probably the best 2 teams, but Lawton High, don't overlook them, and they're the runner-up from last year. Also, of course, we'll see Midwest City at Lawton High next week. But as far as this game goes, Midwest City, their one loss was at the Norman tournament to, of all teams, Del City, and it wasn't pretty. And they're still kind of trying to shake that off. They played good basketball since then. And, of course, they've been practicing and waiting to go for 2.5 weeks, just like the girls' team, and they want to come out playing a very mistake-free game.
Interesting matchup here, to say the least. These 2 programs that are used to matching up in the postseason, or certainly playing deep into the postseason in recent years. Both these teams were in the state tournament a season ago. They met in the regional final, which El Reno won out in El Reno. Midwest City then went the hard way to win 2 games the following weekend to punch their ticket to the state tournament, which El Reno was also a member of. Both Midwest City and El Reno, though, did get beat in the first round of the state tournament. Of course, Midwest City lost to the eventual champion Booker T. Washington in a very close game in the first round. El Reno was knocked out by Tulsa Memorial in their opening round matchup a year ago. Opening tip-off for tonight's ball game presented by the Del City Chamber of Commerce. The Del City Chamber of Commerce.
Starting lineup.
I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself, Jordan. Right. Starting lineups presented by Precision Nutrition is what I should have got into. For all your nutrition needs in one shake or tea, come to Precision Nutrition.
Welcome
at 4603
to
South East 29th Street, number 105 in Del City. You can order over the phone at 405-672-0999. There's Kent Hildebrand. He's excited. Let's go to him for starting lineups.
Number 2, Bradley Island. Number 3, Kason Hayden. Number 5, Jacob Nichols. Number 13, Gabe Osborne. And number 15, Hezekiah Sadapudo. And now, the starting lineup for your Midwest City Bombers. Number 1, Ryan Holloway. Number 3, Adrian Randall. Number 5, Deshaun Denson. Number 11, Caleb Stevens. And number 13, Anthony Dixon.
All right, thanks to Ken Hildebrand for the starting lineups there. We'll take another look at them as we get ready to get this game going. Some familiar names on both sides. Jordan, what stands out to you?
Okay, Adrian Randall, who's a move-in from Carl Albert. So he played for Carl Albert last year, started most of the games. He's a senior. He's their true point guard. And, of course, Deshaun Denson, and I said this to Eric on our podcast, if I had to pick one player from any school that we cover, girls or boys, to score 50 points in a game, it's number 5 for Midwest City.
We've watched Deshaun Denson play a lot of basketball these last few years, and obviously back for his senior season. Midwest City coached, of course. I have the coach
Torrey Noel.
Torrey Noel. I had it written down and I lost it somewhere. Of course, Rodney Hayden coaching El Reno has for a long time. He's also the AD out there.
I want to thank our tip-off sponsor, Del City Chamber of Commerce, for covering this Midwest City game.
Who I tried to get in earlier. Del City Chamber of Commerce, the tip-off sponsor. The Del City Chamber of Commerce, we are the trusted resource for advocacy, education, engagement, help you improve your business. El Reno on the road, Navy Blues, with the gray El Reno on the chest. Midwest City in the home whites with the black MWC and numbers on the front and back. Here we go. El Reno possesses it first. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Thanks so much for being with us. First possession, I'm going to go right for the name out of the gates. Hezekiah Sadapoodle, the senior big man, 6'6", who lays that one in. And he has the first bucket of the night for El Reno.
And he's got size, and you can see he's got skill. And that could be a problem for Midwest City because they have a small starting lineup.
Deshaun Denson handling it here for the Bombers. Here is Randall, who Jordan talked about just a moment ago. Ball poked away from behind from Dixon. And it'll go out of bounds and stay at this end with El Reno. Two teams played just about a month ago. Midwest City winning that one quite comfortably on the road, 71-45, getting revenge for the postseason win in favor of El Reno last year in that regional final that I mentioned a moment ago. Of course, like Jordan said, they played in the postseason the year before that, which was a win for Midwest City en route to a state championship. A whistle and a foul here going against the Indians. That's going to send, it looks like, Caleb Stevens to the free throw line for the first time tonight. The Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. Toonie Buys Houses. We buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. Also, make sure we thank our first quarter sponsor, which is Scrambled. We start the game the way you should start your day, with Scrambled. For breakfast or brunch, try their chicken and pancakes, deep-fried French toast, 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. You can call them at 405-900-5972. Both free throws no good for Stevens, but he got his own miss. Block from behind, got his own miss again, block from behind again, and they're going to say a tie-up this time, and the arrow keeps it with the Bombers.
Well, we saw a lot of offensive rebounds in the girls' game, and we're seeing it for Midwest City now as Caleb Stevens has 3 already, but 2 missed free throws.
Here is Denson off the inbound, gives it up to Randall in the corner. He'll drive on his defender Island, swing across, open look at 3 on the wing, too strong. Rebound, though, stick back won't go. Denson, he has a look, couple of looks. Lit on the basket to start this game for Midwest City. Somehow they didn't get anything to fall in that sequence, and El Reno has the basketball back. Here is Bradley Island handling the ball, a guy who played a big role in that El Reno team a year ago. A lot of names that, it's a lot of new names on El Reno, as you'd guess. Kind of a transition year. A step-back jumper is good there, though, for Jacob Nichols. That's a good start for the road team. They lead at 4-0.
Yeah, two good-looking skill plays by El Reno, so hard to believe they've gotten blown out early this season. I don't know. They may have had a couple of key players out.
Denson kicks in the corner. Here's Stevens for 3. Too strong. Rebound pulled in by the coach's son, Kason Hayden. Bad pass, though, is intercepted by Denson. Nice Euro step. Layup is good. Triple lean screen printing instant replay. Find world-class designs and hot new styles. That was pretty by Deshaun Denson. Hayden all the way to the rim through some contact and a finish.
Well, if you break the press against Midwest City, that's when your chance to score. Heads up play by the coach's kid, who has 2 on this roster.
Driving down the baseline, and a nice finish there is Anthony Dixon. So all of a sudden, the pace has picked up quite a bit in the last minute or so, is up and down.
Anthony Dixon's probably the player out there from Midwest City I'm least familiar with, but he has shown this season that he has a similar type of skill set that many of these Bombers do.
Here's Sadapoodle, trying to make sure I get that name as close as I can.
He got away with a hook, but then what ends up happening is a hooking foul. But what ends up happening is instead he gets an over-the-back foul.
So the first foul on El Reno, first foul of this game. Or, excuse me, that's actually the second foul on El Reno.
It's going to be interesting. So Deshaun Denson will run point this possession. When will he look to attack, or is he going to try to establish some more of his teammates in the early going?
Here's Stevens handling it. Spin move. Gives it up to Randall. Rips a pass underneath, and it's laid home by Holloway. That was a great pass by Adrian Randall.
That's what we mean by saying Adrian Randall's a true point guard. He makes passes that other people don't think about.
Island on an island out in that corner, able to get around it, though, goes all the way to the rim and finishes with his left. Nice job by the senior Bradley Island.
You know against Midwest City, they're going to try to make you finish layups.
Denson walks into a three, doesn't go. Rebound ripped in by Hayden. And we have whistles and an early timeout taken by Coach Hayden. And he wants to talk some things over. Not even halfway through this opening quarter, 4:22 to play, and it's going to be a full timeout. So we'll go ahead and take it with them. Early full timeout, 4:22 to play in the first. 8-6 El Reno on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
All right, back in Midwest City, J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray. Early goings of this one, El Reno and Midwest City, 4:22 to play in the opening quarter. It's an 8-6 lead for the road team. Nichols will do the inbound. He gets it in, and into the game we have another one, folks. Ronnie Sadapaudel, the younger of the two, the junior, number one. He's handling the ball here. Gets it across to Nichols. Tries to rip it underneath. Denson, though, gets a hand on it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with El Reno. Also in the game for the Indians, a much easier name, Kobe Little into the game, number 14.
El Reno's fortunate. There's twice Midwest City almost had a steal. One was on the trap, and then that pass got deflected.
Sadapaudel with it, the younger of the two.
I should give it to the older in the post. He's got a big size advantage on Dixon.
Off to Bradley Island. They do try to do just that, and there you go. A foul going to be called on Dixon, trying to kind of go through his back a little bit.
You have to, if you're shorter, you have to go for that steal from time to time. And he just was late, though, in his reaction to that poke, and so it's a foul on him.
Island with it on the Midwest City M here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse. Nichols handles it. Working on Randall, gets it across to Sadapaudel. He'll go strong to the rim, blocked from behind by Dixon.
What a block.
Stevens rips it down, start the break. Denson ahead to Dixon, kick back out to Sean Denson and line it up. Bang! You felt that the whole way.
Yeah, when he's that wide open, he missed a couple, but he wasn't wide open. That was wide open. You're expecting to make that every time.
First Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball of the game. Surprisingly great rates with two locations to serve you in Choctaw at 405-281-6700 and in Del City at 405-670-3665. Hectic sequence here, and ends up right in the hands of Sadapaudel, who lays it in. So Reno back ahead by one.
Reno with some pressure.
I'll tell you what, we're 5 minutes in. Denson going to fire away on another three, left is short. I'm surprised, though, that Midwest City won this by 26 the first time. And, again, we're 5 minutes in, so I don't want to overreact too much, but these teams look fairly even so far. Here's Sadapaudel in the corner. The older of the two has Akaya, too strong. Midwest City will start a break. Dixon, long pass across to Stevens. Gets by his defender and try to give it up to Dixon, but too tall. Goes off the fingertips, and Little able to scoop it for the Indians.
It's real important Stevens is good at picking his spots, but he didn't pick a good one there. There's too much traffic.
Island, the lefty, through some contact. Rainbow three will fall, and Reno leads it by 4. Good ball movement here ahead to Denson, but good anticipation by Nichols to pick it off. Looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Denson, but Nichols closed a lot of ground quickly there and got a turnover.
Some just bad decision-making by the Midwest City guards.
Island going to fire away on a deep three. Left it just short. Bombers have it back. Nice pass head to Denson. Left-hand layup is good off a feed from Stevens. And now Coach Noel wants an early timeout.
This will be a 30, so we'll keep it here.
You don't see a lot of both teams taking a timeout in the first quarter of this game, but an entertaining start. 13-11, Reno leads it with a $1:55 here to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I think Coach Noel, he's bringing in 3 subs, and I think he can't be happy with some of his team's half-court decisions. So I'm guessing he's going to address that. I'm also guessing Deshaun Denson will be the one that gets to stay in one of them. He's bringing in 3 new subs. And, yes, he's one that will. As well as
catch all the changes here.
Adrian Randall.
Got Bryson Blackwell, number 12, and Damarian Jones, number 2, along with number 22, Aiden Sutton. So 3 new players in here for the Bombers. Meanwhile, Kason Hayden back in for El Reno. And whistles here. I think El Reno snuck a timeout in. So we have 3 timeouts.
It's a timeout fest.
In the first 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Very rare.
Well, the girls on the girls game, they didn't have a timeout. I don't know if they called a timeout in the first half, maybe till late in the first half.
I would, when you venture to say more games don't have a timeout in the first quarter than not, and we have 3 here in the first 6 minutes of this game, 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Quick timeout, not much to say. Not much has changed in the last 5 seconds of game time, so teams will get back out there quickly.
You know, Aiden Sutton was starting for Midwest City earlier in the year. He's closest thing they have to a true post player with Kenyon Brown out. And so he'll give them some size as Midwest City's changing their defense a little bit, more of a zone type of full court press.
Here's Kason Hayden with it for El Reno. Turnaround shot, able to knock it down over Denson.
Yeah, the coach's kids can always shoot.
Yep.
And
you always say that, and it's I think you're batting 1,000 on that in the games that we've done at least. They always can. Up and under move from Randall. Did a great job to get some room, but just missed it. Ended up getting his own miss. Putback wildly misses. Somehow ends up in the hands of Sutton, who can't finish. And now we have whistles and a kick ball, and it's back over to Reno. Boy, Midwest City's going to be kicking themselves on that. They had 2 or 3 really good looks right at the rim and didn't come away with anything.
You know, the shot selection would actually favor Midwest City in this game, but they just haven't gotten to go in. And El Reno's hit some tough shots, so we'll see if they can continue to do that.
And obviously we mentioned Midwest City winning the first game by 26 points, but they also scored 71. That's a big number in high school basketball. Hayden walks into an open 3, too strong. Rebound ripped down by Sutton. Bombers have it back. Final minute of the opening quarter. Pull up here, right hand sort of push shot doesn't go for Blackwell. Rebound is loose out of bounds and will stay with Midwest City.
They're good. They're getting offensive rebounds, but they're just not going strong with those offensive rebounds. So they haven't been able to convert.
Randall across in the corner to Denson. Hit one earlier. Too strong there. Rims out.
It's like 1 of 5 is Denson.
I don't think a foul on Midwest City. This will be just the second in this opening quarter. Both teams now with 2. Talked about it in the girls' game. This officiating crew pretty much let them play throughout that girls' game. It's the same crew, so you'd imagine more of the same. Wasn't a ton of whistles in our first game.
Aiden Sutton got beat deep as if he was a cornerback. He's a linebacker in football, by the way, not a cornerback. So he's playing back now.
He looks like one. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Reno has it back, leading by 4. This is Osborne. A lot of contact here, and it's a charge. Yep, felt that one coming. It seemed like good job by Midwest City's Damarian Jones to
he was set for a while.
Take it there.
That's one of the easier charge calls you'll see. Well, Reno's committed to attacking the paint because they know Midwest City's going to give them driving lanes. They're going to press them even in the half court.
Blackwell swinging around here. Here's Randall for 3 in the corner. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound ripped down by Nichols. He swings it ahead to Hayden. They'll start the break. Here's Case Hayden, gets around Denson all the way to the rim, and he just didn't finish it. Rebound, though, by Sada Poodle, and he puts it in.
That should have been Jones's rebound, but he mistimed his jump, and that cost Midwest City 2 first quarter from.
Final 10 seconds. Here's Randall. Layup is good through contact. It's a charge on that end. So Nichols draws it on Randall, and the Indians are going to have the ball back up by 6 with just 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Kind of a stunning first quarter. Reno taking it to him here. Still a lot of game left, but bad pass here, though, intercepted by Randall. He's got time. Bounce pass to Denson up under the layup is good. That feels like kind of a big bucket right at the end of the quarter, but it is still an El Reno lead after 8 minutes. The Indians lead the Bombers 17-13. You're watching high school basketball right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Appreciate everyone being with us on a Tuesday night, the first Tuesday of January. El Reno in Midwest City. Good start for the Indians. They lead at 17-13 as we get right ahead to the second quarter. Second quarter presented by Bail Bonds by Tamra. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bail Bonds by Tamra at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community. Seems to be a discretion here. Officials talking to the El Reno coaching staff about something. Well, they took that Midwest City bucket off.
Well, I don't know why they would.
The layup from
definitely
Denson,
made it with about a second to go.
No doubt. It was well before the buzzer. But they had it on the board and then took it back off. So the scoreboard in the arena here reads 17-11. It should be 17-13, which I'm sure Coach Noel is saying. There's no doubt that layup was, I mean, not even really all that close. It was over a second left in the quarter.
And they had it they kept it on 11 for a while, and then they changed to 13. Now they changed it back. You know, if you remember, we had a issue, and they changed it back down to 13.
Now they got it 13 again.
Remember correctly when last
time. There's some conversation about whose ball it should be. It looked like they were going to give it to El Reno. Now they're flipping it.
Now it's back to El Reno.
Or excuse me, yeah, they were going to give it to Midwest City. Now they're flipping it to El Reno.
Remember, we had some scoreboard issues, I think, when we were at Del City.
That's right. That's right.
4 weeks ago.
It's new boards, both in Del City as well as here in Midwest City. It looks great. Great new video boards and new scoreboards. Maybe that's created a little bit of some headaches in the early parts of the season.
It's definitely not the same type of format. Well, it gives us time
to talk. Still a lot of conversation here. Go ahead.
Gives us time to talk about our second quarter sponsor.
Oh, I did it already.
Oh, yeah, you got it. I was so
that was forever ago.
Engrossed in what was going on there.
We can do it again. Bail Bonds by Tamra. Shout out. All right, so after all that, El Reno's going to have the ball, leading by 4. Good first quarter for the road team, obviously, to come in and put 17 on the board and have a lead. Still a long way to go, but a good start, trying to pull a road upset. Osborne, nice swing across the Little. He missed the shot, though. Had a bunny right at the rim and just didn't finish it. Midwest City gets it back, trailing by 4. Denson, long pass across to Blackwell. And he'll give it up to Randall, who will reset some things for Midwest City. Great finish.
Our stream was having some issues, but we're back on right now. We see the Triple H screen printing replay.
So a three-point play opportunity here coming for Adrian Randall.
I was going to say, he moved in from Carl Albert. Carl Albert still has a lot of experienced players back, so they're fine. But I think Midwest City needed Adrian Randall more. I don't know what led to his changing the sides of the track he was on in Midwest City, but very welcome addition for the Bombers. Now Caleb Stevens is going to come back in, and he's kind of the third guy on offense that Midwest City can look to for points. He was a contributor on the state title team 2 years ago, but he just needs to, have some confidence, some plays in it going his way to give him some confidence.
I appreciate that you assured us at Carl Albert they're not not to worry about that program. They keep it rolling.
No. Well, they have 5 experienced players coming back, and they got some good freshmen too.
Yeah. Congratulations by Carl, by the way, state championship in football once again this year. That happens the last time Jordan and I have been on together. Have a foul here that will send Nichols to the line. Titans beat Bishop McGinnis, which is where we'll be on Monday in basketball. It all connects.
Well, yeah, a lot of the 5A powers in football are also powers in basketball. There's some exceptions like Midwest City this year, but
sure.
Meanwhile, Reno, they've handled the pressure really good. I assume anytime Midwest City wins by a big margin, they do it in part because their defense can be suffocating at times with all their team's speed.
Sure.
But that hasn't happened a bunch in this game yet, even though Reno has turned over a little bit, but not a lot.
Split the trip for Nichols, makes it a 2-point lead. Back in comes Ryan Holloway for the Bombers. He'll replace Anthony Dixon.
Well, bears to see if Randall and Deshaun Denson play this entire half, or do they get a break at some point?
So far, Coach Noel sticking with them. Randall being guarded by Island, gives it up to Denson. Lost the handle, and it's scooped up by Osborne. Thought he might be able to wrangle it back in, but Osborne Johnny on the spot scooped it up, and it's a turnover. Bradley Island with it. Sadapaudel being guarded by Denson. Gives it up to his brother in the corner. And Reno will back it out and reset. 2-point lead for the Indians here on the road. District matchup in 5A. First Tuesday night of January. Island gets around Randall, take it all the way to the rim. Layup is left short. Rebound is loose. Who's going to save it? What's the call here? Looks like it's going to be out of bounds off Midwest City. I don't know what Denson, I think he was saying he got pushed, I'm guessing. It was kind of hard to tell.
No, I don't think it was around any player that pushed him. But Island, he's a good player, but when he goes right, he needs to be able to finish with his right hand. He tried to finish with his left, going to his right, and that was a really tough angle for him to shoot that type of shot.
Here he is going with his left this time, and he get shellacked this time. A foul here called. I think it's going to be on Evan Daniel for Midwest City, who just checked in, number 4. One of the many juniors on this Bombers team. A lot of juniors and seniors. It's an old team.
Yeah,
so
Midwest
Island
City,
will shoot 2.
Midwest City will have a very different look next year, and if they don't get any movement, it's going to be a tough one. You see some Tooney by his house's free throws.
Tooney by his house's cherry stripe. That's kind of the give and take with the having an old. It's great when you have it, the old team.
Yeah.
They come up together, but yeah, you have to replace a lot in one swoop. But like you said, especially the nature of high school sports in 2026, it can change pretty quick for you, especially in basketball. If a couple of players come in and can kind of flip everything. 4-point game. Daniel from the elbow left it well short. I don't know if Sadapaudel got a piece of that or not.
He's going to come out because of that shot. I don't know if that's his shot. I don't know if that's what the coaches want, but I think they're going to take Sutton in, and I think he's going to come in for Daniel.
I got the 6'6" Sadapaudel guarding you. It's going to be a tough one. Go right at him like that. Nichols all the way to the rim. Nice, tough finish. So Reno weathers the storm there from Midwest City, and they push it back out to a 6-point lead again.
The problem for Midwest City against Del City in their one loss was their man defense, as we see an open 3 here.
Daniels' 3 is off the back iron. He was open that time. And a whistle and a foul on the Bombers on the rebound as Kaysen Hayden went down to the floor. Looks like it's on Denson. Well, I say that. I think that's who it was on. I didn't see an actual signal. So Daniel will grab a seat. Sutton back in. 6-point lead for Reno. 4:40 to go until halftime. Road team here flirting with an upset. Still a long way to go, but can't complain with the first quarter and a half if you're Coach Hayden. Got a 6-point lead here. And a whistle and a foul on the Bombers again. This is going to be the 4th foul in Midwest City. So I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, again, same crew. I don't think we've had anyone get in the bonus today in any quarter. But El Reno is a foul away from doing that. with over half the quarter to play here.
I was going to say, though, again, Midwest City, their one loss to Del City, their man defense got sliced up a lot, and it's been sliced up in the last few minutes by El Reno, just when Midwest City was starting to get back in this game.
Nichols takes it out to half court. Gives it up left side to Bradley Island. And he got
There's
just
Denson.
ripped away. Deshaun Denson just took his lunch money, takes it down, and he'll flush it home. Triple E screen printing instant replay. That was all Deshaun Denson, one-man band.
We may be past the time for Deshaun Denson to really take over. He hasn't really tried to do that a whole lot.
Alley-oop opportunity. Oh, boy, Sadapa just couldn't finish it. And now we have whistles and a call here is going to go on El Reno, it would seem. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the Indians. Be their second. Boy, that was almost a highlight real opportunity. It looked like maybe he just didn't catch it cleanly because he was obviously plenty high enough.
No, but Coach Noel from Midwest City can't be happy that right after a made dunk that El Reno was able to turn that into a layup opportunity so quickly. They just didn't convert.
Ryan Holloway handles it for the Bombers. Bounce pass to Randall. Stevens working on Hayden. Handoff Sutton. Denson on the elbow. Good ball movement to Stevens in the corner. Gets around his defender all the way to the rim. Can't quite finish it. Rebound, though, Denson. So a second chance for Midwest City up and under layup. That won't go. And El Reno gets it back, but now it's poked loose again. Denson fast break to the rim. Can't finish through contact, but he draws whistle and a foul.
Yeah, now that's one, Denson, of course, is a great free throw shooter, and so it works out that you're adding fouls to El Reno with that play, but he probably could have gotten a good layup if he just tried to lay it up. He wanted to draw a foul instead. And again, that may help out the Bombers because if he can make these two free throws,
sure,
you still get the 2 points, and then you can set up a press after that.
First one good for Denson at the Toonie Bice House's charity stripe. So back down to a one-possession game.
It's always easier to press off a made free throw than a made field goal. And Midwest City loves to press. They got a lot of team speed, but
Isaiah Smith, the junior forward, number 24, into the game for the first time for El Reno. Meanwhile, Denson will knock both free throws down. Well, maybe not. Do we get a lane violation there? There was a whistle right on the make. I don't know if that was it. The point is on the board right now. That might have been a lane violation on the free throw. I'm not sure.
I don't know why it would count then.
Yeah, it's still on the board. Oh, they just took it off.
Yeah.
There you go. So it is 22-19. So a lane violation wipes out that free throw. That's tough. Just lose a point like that. Island from the free throw line. Left-hand shot doesn't go. Big collision there, but ripped down by Holloway. He splits a couple defenders. Ahead to Stevens, scoop pass to Sutton, but before the pass or on the pass, a whistle and a foul here is going to go on El Reno again. So I think that's going to be the fourth foul on the Indians now.
Yeah, they've come recently. They're just now just drawing fouls, but you should never commit a lane violation when you're shooting. So Midwest City's made every type of mistake on offense, and now I guess Adrian Randall has to come out, which you don't really want him out for. Maybe he has blood on his jersey. So now that's not really a mistake, but it's just kind of one of those tough breaks that I would describe what's been like for Midwest City this half. Just one tough break after another.
He headed right back to the locker room. I didn't see any blood. That has to be what it was.
This is part of Deshaun Denson's game. He's a free throw merchant's the right term. That's what they call SGA, the NBA level. But
fans will chant it out of him.
Now that's not. He was fouled there, but I'm saying he's good at drawing fouls.
Yeah.
You see Randall back on the bench.
There is an art to it. There is. Denson at the line. He knocks down the first one. Randall's all the way is already back out.
Same jersey, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Could you tell it was the same for sure? I guess if they only have one.
Well, same number.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a backup number 3, but
yeah, good point.
I'll never forget 2 years ago when Midwest City girls played Carl Albert in the area championship game at Piedmont. You remember Deanna Douglas? I'm sure you do. She had to change her jersey like 3 or 4 times, and she's a bigger player, and so they had to give her a small uniform that could barely fit. She even would tell me that in our interview. Like, man, I had to wear a smaller jersey, but I was making a comment like, man, that jersey's small for her, and there was a worker at Midwest City who got offended by that. I was like, I'm just stating a fact there. As Ryan Holloway helps force a turnover. You know, Ryan Holloway's been giving them some really good minutes the last couple minutes. He's a running back in football. You may remember him a little bit in that football game.
Sure.
Newcastle won by a ton. But he's gotten some tough rebounds here.
So Midwest City, after everything that's kind of happened in this first half, which hasn't really been ideal, they had the ball with a chance to take the lead, but they turned it over without a shot.
Turnover again. It's uncharacteristic on Denson there to turn it over like that.
I don't know how Island didn't go back across the timeline there. Hayden to the rim, he couldn't finish it. Kaysen Hayden's had some nice moves to get to the rim, but hasn't really been able to finish them. Midwest City has it back, still trailing by just one. As we near the final 2 minutes of this first half, in a weird first half.
Denson, who's I think he's like 1 of 5 from three-point range, he passed up a 3.
Here's one. 3 in the corner for Denson, too strong.
Yep, he's not feeling it right now.
Stevens rips down the board, got bumped and fell to the floor, but no whistles. Oh, big collision there with Denson and Nichols.
It's been a physical quarter, and this should be Denson back to the free throw line.
You could hear that all the way over here. That's a total opposite end from where we're sitting, and you could hear the smack on that.
Makes me wonder if Nichols plays football, and neither one of us called El Reno football game, so I don't know. Actually, I was at an El Reno game. I don't remember the name, but that doesn't mean he doesn't play football because Denson ran into him and just fell down. Nichols stayed up.
So Denson, Midwest City's in the bonus. Midwest City now has the game tied as Denson hits the first one with the tuning by his house. Is cherry strike. Well, Sadapa Udall will come out of the game. Osborne back in.
This has been a very physical quarter.
You're right, and that's part of the officials are letting them play, which again I'm all for. But it has been there's been a lot of collisions where I've been waiting. They got another lane. Actually, no, it's gonna be a foul this time. Or wait, is it? Is it a foul?
No, it's a lane violation again. I think that's on Sutton. I mean,
it was on Sutton for sure.
And we're going to see Denson get a break. He's frustrated that one. He's had 2 free throws wiped off by lane violations.
And it's egregious anyway, but especially with that guy shooting free throws because the odds are he's not going to miss it. Or at least it's a high chance he's going to make it.
Boy, a bit of a collision there. That I was afraid that
what's going on.
Hayden was going to get blasted, but he avoided the bulk of that from Dixon.
Official was over there too, and the seats are right there on that sideline.
Their defense the last 3 or 4 minutes has really ratcheted up the effort, and it's shown. They've been a little more disruptive.
Bradley Island for 3, Clackham. So after all that, Island hits his second 3 of the first half, and Reno's back ahead by a triple.
Bradley Island's had a tremendous half for El Reno.
He has. Really deep 3 here, transition. Not going to go for Jones. Rebound, though, pulled in by the Bombers' Blackwell. On the floor, him and Nichols get tied up. It'll go to the arrow, and the arrow will favor.
They're all staying that.
Stay down
side.
here with Midwest City. We can't quite see the arrow physically with where we're sitting.
I think Midwest City's only at 1-3, and that's part of it. 3-point shooting, one of the biggest and most important stats.
Here's Jones. Tried to bounce past it. Knocked out of bounds. That was fortunate because I don't know if he was trying to get it to Dixon or to Holloway. They're kind of right by each other, but it'll go out of bounds and stay with the Bombers.
Who does Bombers have that's going to finish?
Turnaround shot for Jones. Can't quite get the roll. Rebound pulled in. Excuse me, the shot was from Blackwell. Jones gets the rebound. That was a heck of an offensive board. Final minute of the first half. No Randall or Denson on the floor right now. It just feels like Midwest City's offense not the same without those 2 guys. Stevens puts it on the floor. Gets it off to the cutting Holloway. Good pass to Dixon. Couldn't quite handle it clean. Turnaround shot, and he's fouled.
Boy, I don't know when Midwest City's made a field goal that they've been able to get to the free throw line, but it is a hard thing for them to make any type of shot.
And again, they scored 71 when they played this team a month ago. And now, again, we weren't at that game. There's things happen. Who knows? Certain players don't play, whatever. But hard to believe with what we've seen in this first half because you're right. Everything has been hard offensively for the Bombers.
You have to credit El Reno.
Yeah.
They're part of the reason why there's a lid on the basket. And Midwest City, because of lane violation and then that shot, they've had some missed free throws.
Second one on the way for Dixon is good, so he splits it. 2-point game. Denson will come back in. We still have not seen Randall. He's on the bench. Maybe he doesn't have another jersey to put on, or he has to wait till halftime. I'm not sure what all goes into the equipment logistics of that.
And they may just want to give him an extended break.
Yeah.
I think there's no doubt he's their second best player.
Yeah. See if Reno wants to try and hold. It's a lot of time to hold, especially
you can't do that against this man defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially if Midwest City is going to be this aggressive. A lot of contact there. Bradley Island's already hit 2. He's going to go for another one. He got fouled on the 3 as
he sold it well.
Jones closed that a little too strong. Like you said, he kind of sold the call.
Island kicked out that leg, and that's why you do it.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to have 3 free throws. That's big. You can push this from 2 to 5. In the late stage of this first half, he can knock these down. Got the first one. Here comes Randall. Well, he has to wait till after the next free throw, but when he does, he'll come in for Jones. Jones, the guilty party on that foul on Island that has him shooting 3 here. Missed the second one. Stick with us at halftime, by the way. Jordan and I will hit some scores from around the state tonight. We'll give you some girls' finals from earlier, as well as obviously some boys' games in progress on this first Tuesday night of January. Basketball season heating up now as we get past the holidays, flip the calendar. 2 out of 3 for Island. Lead goes back to 4. See how Midwest City wants to play this last 20 seconds of the first half. Stevens on the wing. He'll put on the floor. Kick back out in the corner. Open look at 3 for Blackwell. Left it short. Denson the rebound. Put back no. Rebound pulled in by El Reno. They got 5 seconds to try and make something happen. Stripped away, out of bounds. Whose ball? It'll be El Reno. Boy, if that was Midwest City possession, they would have had time to maybe do something.
I don't know if Midwest City has maybe one second chance basket. And they've got it. They've had their opportunities. It's just been a tough shooting day for them.
Casey Hayden will inbound it to Islands. He can try and get up. And he actually does.
Wow.
That was not far off, considering
only a lefty could pull that off.
Yeah.
Only a lefty could get that type of shot off.
So a very just weird first half. Not a lot of flow to it, not a lot of pretty offense, but at the end of 16 minutes, it's El Reno with a lead as they lead it over at Midwest City 27-23 after 16 minutes. We'll step aside. Jordan and I will give you some scores from around the state tonight. Get ready for the second half in just a little bit. El Reno leads Midwest City 27-23. You're watching high school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
we go.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Let's hit some scores here as we get ready to start our second half between Midwest City and El Reno. These are girls' finals from earlier this evening. Bishop McGuinness, Lawton Mack. This actually isn't listed as a final, but gives you an idea. 44-34 McGuinness. That was late in the fourth quarter. Again, that's not actually listed as a final, but gives you an idea from earlier. Collinsville beats Edison Prep 36-30. Del City beating Altus 52-21, or they had that lead at one point on our airwaves. Del City obviously going on to win that game more than comfortably. Pryor beat Tahlequah 37-30, and Noble beat Southeast 67-26. On the boys' side, Jordan, as far as some games that are in progress as we speak across Oklahoma right now, Pryor leads Tahlequah 34-30. Newcastle with a big win over Santa Fe South tonight, 80-42. A comfortable win on the road there. Noble all over Southeast, 46-19. Booker T. Washington, defending champs, put up 105 on Nathan Hale in a blowout win there. I don't have a score on either Del City Altus or Lawton Mack McGuinness. We'll try and get one. Weren't you just watching Del City Altus?
Del City had a big lead on Altus.
Big lead, okay.
Second half.
So there you have it as far as the Mid-Del schools are concerned.
Yeah. Want to mention,
as far as our game here, give us some stats and some thoughts on the first half and going to the second
Bradley Island, the big player here, the small guy but big player, 12 points to lead El Reno. Also, Hayden's got 4, and then the guy who's a hard name to pronounce has 4. Nichols has 5, yeah. Deshaun Denson actually has a high point total thanks to getting the free throw line, but his 3-point shooting has not been there. He has 15 points and has not gotten much help. The next highest total is 3 points by both Adrian Randall and Anthony Dixon. Deshaun Denson needs some help, but I also think even though his point total is good, he needs to be more aggressive in the half court. And when I say that, I mean get to the basket more. And when he did that, he got to the free throw line.
Just kind of felt like a very uneven half for Midwest City. Never really got any sort of a flow offensively, especially. And an immediate turnover, that'll help things as Island. Yeah. What did they say? He touched the ball with both hands? I'm not sure
some type of double dribble or carry.
Yeah. So an unforced error there for El Reno. Gives it back to the Bombers, who trail by 4 points as we start this second half. It was a 10-10 all-even second quarter, but 17-13 after one, 27-23 here as we start the second half. Deshaun Denson, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound pulled in by Hayden.
A big advocate of shooting that shot off the backboard. Trying to shoot that straight on is that's a tough angle.
The Russell Westbrook shot.
Yeah.
Basically. This is Sada Paudel, the younger of the two. Ronnie, he's a junior. The big one has Akaya, number 15, at 6'6". Hayden lost the handle. Good play by Dixon to save it. Bombers get it ahead. Randall, nice feed off to Holloway in the corner. Great ball movement, leaves an open 3 for Stevens, but not able to cash it in. We've seen a lot of that from Midwest City tonight. Generating good looks, but not hitting them.
One made 3.
Hayden, step back 3. Tough shot, left it short. Randall gets the board. He'll run for the Bombers. All the way to the rim. Layup off the glass doesn't go, but he's fouled. And Adrian Randall will head to the free throw line, try and make this a one-score game again at the Toonie Bice House's Charity Stripe. Want to make sure we thank our third quarter sponsor as well up in the right-hand corner, Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code or give them a call at 405-733-7671. First free throw rattles home for Randall.
Well, I say Denson needs help. Randall's I thought he had played a good first half overall. He's not a shoot-first point guard by any means. He's looking to distribute and hasn't got the help as far as made shots. But he might need to look to shoot more, and he did that there on that play that he got fouled, and that's probably something he needs to do more often.
So 2 for 2, and it's back to a one-score game again, 27-25. Here's Bradley Island all the way to the rim. The lefty can't finish it. Boy, it was a wide-open layup. Rare to see Bradley Island miss one like that. And the Bombers have it back. Nice feed to Denson, who puts it in off the floating pass from Randall, and we're all tied up 27 apiece here in the third quarter.
Ryan Holloway has gotten some really tough contested rebounds for Midwest City. He got one there, and that's what started the fast break.
Yeah, Holloway not filling up the score column, but he's doing a lot of other things. He's been great on defense. There you go, right on cue. He gets a steal. Pass ahead here to Caleb Stevens for the lead. He's got it! 6-0 run from Midwest City out of the locker room, and they've got the lead.
It's not just big that they have the 2 points in the lead. Caleb Stevens, as we're going to have another timeout called by El Reno.
Yeah.
He needs to get his confidence going, and I think that's the type of shot that will. He is not, I think, played up to his ability on offense.
Just a 30 – oh, no, it is a full timeout. Excuse me. I thought it was 30 seconds. It's a full, so we'll take it too. 5:57 to play in the third. 29-27 Midwest City on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Back here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray. A 6-0 run for Midwest City out of the locker room, and they've got themselves a lead here at home. And Reno, who lost to this Bomber team by 26 points just a month ago, has really controlled this game for the most part, but they're in a hole now just by a bucket and no more. Nichols, a nice tough finish at the rim. We're back even.
Made by a good backdoor cut. We've seen both El Reno teams really be good at that backdoor cut.
Randall will fire away from deep. Too strong. Rebound is loose. Stevens trying to just rip it away. We got a tie-up.
Should be Midwest City's ball.
Yeah, arrow favors the Bombers, so it'll stay down here with Midwest City. Good job by Stevens to buy them an extra possession.
I said Adrian, who goes by Ace Randall, needed to be more aggressive. I don't know if that shot's the ideal one.
Ace Randall, I like that.
I think that's the name he goes by here. I forgot about it until just then.
He might be our player of the game, Waterberger, so if you can ask him.
Oh, what a pass.
Nice pass from Dixon to Holloway, who gets the easy lay-in.
The best offensive play from Dixon so far, and we're seeing – Bernie, please focus. We're seeing better offense by Midwest City this quarter, no doubt.
The rim, no good. And we have a whistle and a call. Here's going to go, what is this? It's on Midwest City, it seems.
Yeah, loose ball foul, if anything.
He signaled.
El Reno, by the way, maybe that basket, Josh, they did make their last layup, but they've missed some shots in the paint.
Yeah.
In this quarter.
Offense has been kind of hard to come by just all around after the first quarter, which was kind of fast-paced. As a turnover, and Nichols couldn't handle the pass. Holloway scoops it for the Bombers. Randall, nice pump fake, get around his defender. Right hand floater, or high arcing shot at the very least. Oh, look at this play by Stevens. Still loose. Oh, he got that ball spiked off him.
Oh, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
I don't know what the call is. Hayden threw it right at Stevens, which is not a dirty play. It's the right play to make.
It was Osborne.
Sorry, Osborne, but
Did they say that he missed him, or was he foot on the line? Yeah.
I think foot on the line.
It had to be, because it looked like he spiked it right off him. In any event.
Yeah, he definitely hit him.
Midwest City keeps it. Give and go with Denson for three. Clackums!
And that's a blob play, a baseline inbounds play that Midwest City's been running for a long time, definitely when I was assistant coach here with Coach Bradley. They love running that play for the inbounder.
It's an 11-2 run for Midwest City to start this second half. We saw the girls go on a big third quarter run to put El Reno away in the first game. Boys trying to do something similar right now. But we're going to get another whistle, another foul here on Dixon.
Yeah, the effort on defense for Midwest City.
It's been really good.
Much different, and this is usually something that you have that talk with them at halftime when you're not happy with how things go, and you can come out with a new team. And that's kind of what it's been like for Midwest City, and they make their second three.
Mid-range jumper for Hayden, too strong. Not able to get him going. We've seen Case and Hayden last year for El Reno can really fill it up. He has not been heard from too much tonight. Denson ends up with the ball for deflection.
Unbelievable.
Clackums.
That should not have happened. Sutton threw a terrible pass, but it just so happened to get deflected right to Denson.
Right to Denson, right in the shooting pocket pretty much.
What a break for Midwest City.
Biggest lead of the night for Midwest City is right now at 8. It's a big run here out of the locker room, 14-2. Danger zone for El Reno. They needed that. Big shot for Gabe Osborne to put that down and stop the bleeding a little bit for El Reno, at least for a moment.
So Deshaun Denson has doubled his three-point total already this half. 2 this half, this quarter, only 1 the first half.
All the way underneath to Denson on the block, took his eye off it. Able to save it, though.
Go back to him. They missed him.
There he is. Fire away in the corner again. 3 in a row. Deshaun Denson, a classic heater run that we've seen so many times from this guy.
And he ran into his coach and a teammate on the bench. His head coach, Torrey Noel, was still able to get back on defense.
Hayden, 3 in the corner for Reno. They could use this. Doesn't go. Rims out. Randall the board. Spin move around his defender. But it's deflected by Island. Hayden scoops and gives it back to Island, who lays it in. What a sequence.
I don't know how they got the ball, but boy, did El Reno need that. They were bleeding.
So after all that, back down to 7. Kind of a frenetic last couple of minutes, and now a foul here on Nichols as he got into
Randall
a little bit.
Nichols is a good athlete, but I don't know if he can defend that tight on the perimeter against someone like Ace Randall, who probably is tired and I think is going to take a break.
He's going to take a break. He's running around everywhere out there. Blackwell and Jones back in for the Bombers as Holloway will also sit with Randall.
It looks like all Midwest City needed was to get the ball on this side of the court where Deshaun Denson found his sweet spot, that right corner. He was 1 of 6 from three-point range in the first half. It's completely changed this half.
Stevens, kick out in the corner. Jones, open look at a 3 for Blackwell on the wing, doesn't go. Left it just short up the front of the rim. Osborne the rebound. That would have been a big shot to push it to 10. Bench was ready to explode for Midwest City down here in front of us. But Reno has it back, still down just 7. Certainly still right in this, but trying to get momentum back on their side. Island, a sky ball 3, and it falls.
He has single-handedly kept his team in the game, although I think that might be his first points of the third quarter.
He had a layup on the transition a second ago as well.
Yeah.
So he's got 5. 3 ball to go for Stevens. Rebound, kick out. Denson. Clackham's again. 4 threes in the third quarter for Denson.
Aiden Sutton had a lucky assist for Deshaun Denson 3 a few minutes ago, but that was not. That was him getting an offensive rebound and finding Denson at the top of the key. Credit Aiden Sutton with that rebound and assist.
How many times have we seen Deshaun Denson just go on a run like this?
A lot.
A lot. Right back to 7 after Island hit that moonball 3. Sadapaudel to the rim here. Can't finish the layup. It's a block, and he'll get some free throws.
And El Reno hasn't, really gone off their game plan. They are attacking. They're getting to the paint because, again, Midwest City plays tight defense. They just have what Midwest City's done well is make El Reno make that one extra pass, and they've gotten their hand on that pass a lot of times.
First one off the back iron, no good. Feel like you got to take advantage at the line if you're El Reno. Second one on the way for Ronnie Sadapaudel. Missed them both. That's painful.
And by the way, good team rebounding by the Bombers. They've been much better on that as well this game.
Stevens to the rim through some contact. Can't get it to go. Was looking for a foul, but this crew has let them play. Nice feed to Sadapaudel. Finish at the rim, up and under.
Caleb Stevens can't be that reckless. I said his last layup may give him some confidence. He may have been overconfident for that type of play. Threw up a wild shot and give El Reno credit. They're not going to go away.
No, I was just thinking the same thing. They've kind of taken a haymaker here with this run from Denson, but they're still right in it, only down 5. Jumper from the free throw line for Jones doesn't go. Osborne the rebound. El Reno's got it back. They can make it a one-score game with a bucket right here. Final minute of the third quarter. Osborne poked away. Stevens picked his pocket. Fast break. Handoff to Denson. Layup with the left is good.
He's so good with that left hand, too. Give Caleb Stevens credit. After making a bad offensive play earlier, he makes a spectacular defensive play and assist.
Lead back to 7. Osborne stopped right at the timeline. Swinging around Sadapaudel for 3. Clackhouse. Back and forth we go. These two programs that have championship pedigree are throwing haymakers right now. 4-point game, 45-41. Scoreboard here gave the 3 to the wrong side. Should be 45-41. 15 seconds to play in the third. Turnaround shot for Sutton, left is short. Scooped in by Little, ahead to Sada Paudel. He'll take all the way to the rim himself. Contact, can't finish. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Scooped up by Jones, half-court shot. This will count if it goes. And it's offline. So a hectic third quarter. Looked like Midwest City might run away, but El Reno responded, and we got a 4-point game as we head to the fourth. Stick with us. Fun finish on the way. Midwest City leads El Reno 45-41 after 3 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back here at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray, enjoying a good one here. Midwest City leading El Reno 45-41 as we head to the fourth quarter. Jordan, been a very entertaining game. It felt like Midwest City was kind of running away there, but El Reno answered back, only a 4-point game.
They got their shooting back.
Island, a wild shot, doesn't go. He's been really good tonight, not able to go there. Meanwhile, the Bombers, fast break all the way to the rim and laying it in. Kalen Jenkins, the senior. We haven't said his name all night. He hasn't been in the game all night.
That's
he comes
crazy.
in and goes fast break right to the rim.
You're in a close game.
Unreal.
Closer than you expect, and you bring in someone who hasn't played at all, and it worked. Travel.
He's brought some energy. He's come in clapping his hands. I like it.
A little bit of some words and a technical. We'll see.
I think it's on El Reno. Looks like Ronnie Sada Paudel got hit with something.
Caleb Stevens may have been an instigator, though. We'll see how they sort this out.
Based off the reactions, it seemed like Ronnie Sada Paudel got hit with it.
They have the ball right now where El Reno would shoot free throws, but
let's go ahead.
I don't know, maybe a double tech.
Let's go ahead and thank our fourth quarter sponsor.
Yeah, Coach Noel's not happy about something, so I don't know what's going to be.
We'll get it sorted. Fourth quarter sponsor is Titan Storage, Titan Secure Storage. Tonight's fourth quarter sponsor, a veteran and operator-owned business in East OKC. Their honor, responsibility to serve the community with care and lots of discount options at Titan Secure Storage. Your treasures aren't just secure, they're Titan Secure. Visit at www.titanstorage.ok.com or call them at 405-987-8673 for more information. So we're still waiting on an official call here. You had a better beat on it than me. Was it just some words exchange, it seemed like?
But it should be a personal foul on both players. We don't have to track
So it is a double, no free throws here, which I'm good with.
Still crazy that, Kalen Jenkins has no playing time, and on that layup, man, he looked explosive. He looked fresh. So, it makes kind of makes sense if you think about it.
Senior guard Kalen Jenkins in the game for the first time. He's out there right now still. Stevens with it, kicks it out to Denson. Here is Jenkins. I thought he was about to fire away right there.
Don't confuse a layup for a three either.
Stevens to the rim, got tripped up. Rebound, Blackwell couldn't put it back. Now Denson's got it. He can't stick it back. It's still loose, out of bounds. Whose ball is it? It'll go back to Reno. Wow.
So many of those, and as a whole for this game, the Bombers definitely feel like they've left a lot of points on the board. El Reno has some as well. The Bombers left someone wide open.
Yeah, Sada Paudel got behind the defense, but didn't hurt him. Midwest City able to get back and cut that off.
And then guard him, though.
Right to the rim, and he finishes. Tell you what, for a guy who came off the bench in this game, Ronnie Sadapaulo has been a kind of a huge part of El Reno's offense.
I think he started the third quarter.
Yeah, he's played a lot after not starting the game. Stevens skips it across to Jenkins. Jenkins tough to the rim, can't finish that one. And El Reno, again, they take a punch, but they're only down 4, and they've got the ball, 6:22 left. Hayden over to Osborne in the corner. He'll fire away on a 3, too strong. Rebound ripped in by Denson, and a foul going to be called on Hezekiah Sadapaulo, going into his back a little bit. And Reno faithful not a fan of the call. It's a good amount of El Reno people made the trip, by the way.
No, not a surprise.
Very good fan base.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get a dose of that when I've done some of their games against Carl Albert, at Carl Albert. They show up there, so there's no reason to not expect them to show up to Midwest City.
Sure. That game last year, it was the first time I'd ever been out to El Reno. Have you ever been out there?
Well, I was out there for the first round.
Their field house, it's like straight up. They had a great crowd. That was one of the best atmospheres I've been at in high school basketball. Denson, another great finish on the baseline. Lead goes back out to 6. Sean, per usual, especially in the second half. Great defense by Jenkins again. Island walks into a 3 and couldn't get to roll. Jenkins was kind of almost too hyped. He left Island some room, but it didn't hurt him. Here is Jenkins again with the ball. Wow, this is crazy.
Wow.
Blackwell wide open for 3, left it short.
Well, I thought that was Denson for a second. But like, how are you leaving him open?
Yeah.
But no,
Island trapped here, and what's the call?
Timeout.
Looks like
Timeout
a timeout
Reno.
by Coach Hayden. Boy, how many timeouts is El Reno?
I think they only got one left.
And so Reno will take one with 5:28. We'll see if it's a full. If it is, we'll take it with them. If not, we'll stay here. It looks like it is a full timeout. All right, we'll go ahead and take the timeout with them. 49-43, Midwest City leads El Reno. 5:28 to go. High school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
All right, back at J.E. Sutton Fieldhouse, 5:28 to go. Midwest City leading El Reno 49-43. Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Much closer game than when these two teams played the first time. A 26-point win for the Bombers out in El Reno last month. This one's been a barn burner.
Yeah, there was an issue with the scoreboard and who had a certain possession at different points in this game. And the scoreboard has El Reno with 2 timeouts, and I think they should have 1. I think they called 4. Would you have 5 timeouts total for the game?
I'm pretty certain they've called 4, unless and we were just wrong in one at the time, because they called 2 in the first quarter, and there's been 2 in the second half. But it's possible one of those wasn't actually a timeout. We just thought it was. That happens. And a turnover here as Nichols led Island a little too far. Bombers get it back.
Bombers have just made it they've just been more suffocating this quarter, or this half on defense. Still have a lot of work to do. We've seen El Reno. I was just surprised how much shot-making ability they have. I didn't know that they did because of how some of these games have went, but they got some players who can score.
Denson showing off the handles, working on Sadapaulo, and he draws contact and foul. You mentioned he's good at drawing fouls. He did so there. That's got up in him.
That's how they beat Carl Albert in the area consolation game to get to state, snapping Carl Albert's 14-year streak of getting to state.
That's right.
And a lot of that came from Deshaun Denson getting to the free throw line. Now, it's important that for Midwest City, they don't commit a lane violation. You don't think Adrian Randall will do anything. The other guy lined up there is Keelan Jenkins.
Yeah.
He's switching spots. He's more of he's not the seasoned player that Randall is, but.
If I'm Denton, I'm telling my guys, No.
Oh, Randall should be
Do
telling
not.
them that. Yeah, they don't move it.
Yeah, and correctly they didn't. Knocked them both down. The lead goes back to 8 matches. Midwest City's biggest lead of the night with just under 5 minutes to go. Does El Reno have one more push left in them here in the final stages of this one?
It's good help defense.
Kobe Little with the ball being guarded by Jenkins. Hands it off, and it's picked off by Stevens. Fast break to the rim. Layup is good. The lead goes to 10.
You know, his offense has been hit or miss, but Caleb Stevens on defense this half also tremendous.
Really good. Nichols to the rim. He'll get a layup off the feed from Kobe Little. El Reno needed that bucket. Goes back down to 8.
Bombers are still very committed to pressing. At times, El Reno's going to break the press. They're going to get layups. The question is, will they do it enough?
Stevens through some contact from Island. He just bullied his way to the rack and finished it.
That's what Caleb Stevens can do. He just hasn't been at times consistent with it. At least last year he wasn't. And I'm not as familiar with how he's doing this year, but he's looked a lot better this half as a whole.
Just past the midway point of the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point lead for the Bombers, trying to salt away a big district win here at home. Long two for Nichols. Got it. Nice shot by Jacob Nichols.
I'm surprised Del Reno has shot some long twos this half. They made a couple.
I haven't seen Jacob Nichols take a lot of jump shots in this game, but he did so there to look good. Can they get some stops, though?
Timeout.
And now Coach Noel wants to slip a timeout in. Didn't really like the way that was developing.
Well, Denson got trapped, but I'm surprised that Coach Noel called the timeout as fast as he did. But they had timeouts to spare.
We'll take it with them. 8-point lead for the Bombers, 3:28 to go in the fourth on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back at J. Sutton Fieldhouse, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray. 3:28 to go. It was a 4-point El Reno lead at the end of the first quarter and at halftime. Midwest City flipped that to a 4-point lead at the end of the third. They've led by as much as 10 in this fourth, but it sits at 8 right now. Reno still hanging around, but it feels like time not on their side. I mean, obvious statement, 3:28 to go, but
boy, Denson's really jumpy right now.
He's pumped up. He's had a great second half.
He has. I know he doesn't get tired. That guy is
no.
A
He also
athlete.
looks like he's not sweat. Is there a drop of sweat on him? He looks like he just got here.
I can't tell.
8-point lead for the Bombers. No need to hurry, obviously. Try to get good looks. If you keep scoring, there's only so much El Reno can do.
Oh, nice defense on the backdoor cut for El Reno.
Gives it up to Randall. Gets around his defender. Bounce pass. Great feed to Holloway. Didn't finish it. But they're going to say he got hit on the arm, and it's a foul that will send Ryan Holloway to the free throw line with 3:04 to go.
El Reno gave a lot of attention to Denson, so the other players, it's Randall that needs to pick his spots. He's going to have some open lanes with Denson getting all that attention, and then he's not just interested in scoring as Randall. He wants to find an open teammate, and he did. And Ryan Holloway slipped under the basket. Ryan Holloway, he's a very intelligent player. He's not going to score 20 a game for you, but he does a lot of things well, even though he's not a very tall player.
Another discrepancy at the scorers table here. There's a conversation with Coach Hayden, and then the scorers table and one of the officials. I'm not sure what this is pertaining to. I think they might be saying, is it 5 fouls on the guilty party? I think that might be exactly
that could
what
be
it
it.
is.
Also, the scoreboard, it now shows El Reno with 1 timeout, which is absolutely correct.
Well, Sada Paulo's the one who came out. Island replaced him. I didn't think he was the one who committed the foul, or was he? I don't know. Can't remember.
Bombers have 3 timeouts.
In any event, Holloway knocks down the first one at the Toonie Bice House's charity stripe. Midwest City just 3:04 away from picking up their 6th win of the season. Only 1 loss to this point.
Stevens.
What a rebound off the missed free throw from Stevens, and he draws another foul. He'll go back to the line again. Caleb Stevens also with a really good second half. These seniors who we've seen for years, Stevens and Denson, we've done a lot of games with those two guys.
Yeah.
They've kind of put on vintage performances in the second half tonight.
These guys from Midwest City need to watch the second half of this game, whether they watch our feed. I would love it if they did, but they probably watch. They have their own feed, of course, they watch.
Sure.
And just see how different things are when they play really hard. And I didn't think they played terrible in the first half. I just think they missed shots, but they weren't playing really hard. They just were kind of doing enough.
Stevens hits them both. Hard. This is their biggest lead of the night right now with an 11-point advantage with just 3:01 to go. Sada Pauda will come out, the elder of the two, in favor of Little. So they got a small lineup here. Does El Reno and a bad turnover as Nichols was looking for Osborne in the corner, but he started to cut toward the rim and just sailed it right out of bounds.
I don't know what Osborne was supposed to do because Coach Hayden would tell you that, but I think he should have stayed out there. They needed him to hit some threes. He should have stayed out in that corner. So I would put that on Osborne.
Yeah. El Reno trying to hang on. 2:45 left. No, they're going to get a turnover right back as Jenkins sailed it wide of Holloway. Coach Noel, I think, was hoping for a foul as Holloway got tripped up there.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why Jenkins doesn't play a ton. He may not be seasoned enough as far as to know what type of passes he should make in that situation, but he's going to stay in as he's a really good athlete. Really good defense.
Wow, how did he come up with that?
Kickball.
Well, he didn't, I guess. The layup's not going to count. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, or is it a kickball? They're saying it's Midwest City possession.
Reno, I guess, right before Jenkins got clean possession would be my guess.
The official on the near side immediately was whistling that dead, but he said it was Midwest City ball. So either it touched El Reno player that was out of bounds, maybe? I'm not sure.
Jenkins got the steal, so credit him after a bad pass earlier. Again, that's one of the things Midwest City's done. They've had some bad offensive plays this half, but every player that's had a bad offensive play then makes a really good defensive play. We've seen Caleb Stevens do that. And I forgot who else. It may have been Jones. It may have been Holloway. I forget. But that's the third time at least we've seen that.
Yeah.
And I think on the steal, Jenkins, there's a kick ball on El Reno.
Did get the turnover. Didn't get the layup, but he got the turnover. And here is Stevens trying to get that layup back. Doesn't go. Nichols ends up getting the board for El Reno. He'll start the break for the Indians. All the way to the rim. Scoop layup with the left. Does not go, but he draws contact and a foul. This game's gotten a little tight here.
And this is where, again, Caleb Stevens has been great at times, and then he's had a couple of possessions where you're like, what are you doing? When you're protecting the lead like that, you should not force that type of shot. You get to the paint. If you have a lane, fine. If not, you can pull up, jump stop, kick it out, or call a timeout if you can't find anyone because Midwest City still has three. You should not have, that was just too much. And I'm sure Coach Noel told Caleb Stevens something along those lines.
So Nichols misses the first free throw. You can't afford that if you're El Reno right now.
And El Reno's brought in Island. I'm surprised he was out. He's been so good for much of this game.
Yeah, Coach Hayden has been doing a lot of subbing back and forth, especially with Hezekiah Sada-Paudel. He's been kind of swapping him in and out. Boy, both free throws missed, but Osborne gets the rebound and then he gets fouled. So despite the two missed free throws, Osborne will buy him two more to try and make up for it.
And we've seen some bad defensive rebounding on missed free throws for both teams.
Yeah.
Midwest City got 2 offensive rebounds at least off missed free throws. And now Reno gets one. And, yeah, there's still enough time here. Well, one thing Midwest City cannot do is just force bad shots. They should hold the ball until they get a good shot. I would still let Deshaun Denson shoot open threes, but that's about it.
First one good for Osborne. Sada-Paudel comes back in, replaces Nichols. As Coach Hayden continuing to just jockey with the lineups here. Both free throws are good, so it's back down to a single-digit game at 9. Still 2:15 to go. Reno not out of this yet, but they're going to need to play this close to perfect these final couple minutes. Almost got a turnover there. Randall able just to save it on the sideline.
Denson's probably waiting to see where will the double come. There it is.
Swings it across. Good find to Dixon. He'll go to the rim, and layup won't go. Rebound, Stevens again. Put back, yes! Caleb Stevens has been dominating the glass in this second half.
Well, I have questioned his decision-making at times, but I will not question his effort. He has played his butt off, this half especially.
Hayden will fire away on a three. You're going to need these. Doesn't go. Rebound, Stevens again. Why not? Don't have an official rebounding number for Stevens, I don't think. Maybe we do.
Yeah, well, we have an unofficial one.
He's got a bunch.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. Denson, transition three, halfway down and out.
He's the only player I know of in high school basketball you would allow. There's others probably, but he's the only one I know of.
Hayden three again. He's just not gotten going tonight. Casey Hayden's a good
Shocking.
player. He's just been cold. And Randall now, transition, layup is good. That'll be probably the final touches on this one for Midwest City. And boy, they scored 71 the first time, and it kind of felt like, man, that's a big number. And they're approaching that again here tonight in the rematch.
Now you asked for whose rebounding total, Stevens?
Stevens.
I got him with 9.
9.
That
sounds,
stat guy, John Adams.
I was thinking probably around double digits. He's had a lot. So we got a timeout here. Is it a full? It is. So we'll take it to 59.2, 13-point lead. Midwest City looks like they're on their way.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back in Midwest City, Josh Calloway, Jordan Ray. Bombers look like they're on their way. El Reno pushed them tonight, obviously.
Yes,
it was a close game, but Midwest City responding well, played their best basketball in this last 12 minutes or so, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know what the final score will be, but it won't be indicative of how well Reno played. They have some good-looking players. I wasn't really expecting that. But, again, you see a slip there. They've had just a rough second half.
I will say this, too, for El Reno, and we're getting ahead of ourselves with the postseason, but assuming the season continues to go this way, they're going to be 3-6 after this game. They're not a lower-seeded team that I would want to see. For like a higher-seeded team in the postseason, is that the way it goes?
We have them unofficially down for 37 points. It's the most likely guy to score 50, and you saw why. He didn't even really shoot great for the whole game, and he still gets to 37 points.
And Reno's got a championship pedigree. Some of these guys, that'd be a scary team if I was a higher-seeded team in the postseason to draw early. That would frighten me a little bit, put it that way. Jordan's headed down. He's going to talk to Coach Noel and our Whataburger Player of the Game, which is going to be Deshaun Denson, which we'll do that in just a moment whenever this final buzzer sounds. Still got 11 seconds here to play. Going to be a good win for Midwest City, though. Like we said, they'll go to 6-1 on the year. Go. And I think that's going to take us to our final mark. They won't foul, and that will do it. 64-51, our final score in favor of the Midwest City Bombers. Great win for Midwest City. They go to 6-1. El Reno falls to 3-6. Let's go ahead and do our Whataburger Player of the Game Award. Whataburger on 15th. Celebrate your game day wins this holiday with the sweet blackberry flavor of the new Frosted Berry Whata Fresher from Whataburger. You earned it. 5925 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City. Deshaun Denson, a huge night. The senior, we've seen him do it so many times where he can just fill it up. He took over this game, especially in the third quarter. That big run where he had 4 straight threes, blew it open. And he was a huge part of why Midwest City is able to get this win, and they sweep the El Reno Indians' revenge for that postseason loss of a year ago. 2 teams that went to the state tournament. We'll try to get back there next year, or this year, I should say, and we'll see what they can do over
Celebrating
time.
10 years.
Nice win for the Bombers here tonight.
We are the Oklahoma Sports
down with
Network.
Deshaun Denson. And we'll go to him whenever he's ready. Go ahead, Jordan. If you're ready, go for it.
All right, Josh, you got me?
Gotcha.
Okay, we'll talk to our player of the game first, Deshaun Denson. We had you down for 37. Does that sound right?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Okay, you know what? You had 15 in the first half, even though you weren't shooting great. I mean, how are you feeling out there?
I felt good. Shots weren't falling. My teammates can't find me, and the shots fell in the second half.
What made the second half different for you guys?
Our intensity, our energy picked up. We defended better. We flew around, and we made shots.
You know, one of the interesting things you did is you're about to throw an inbounds pass in, and you kept jumping around. This is late in the game. You barely go out. Do you even get tired?
Not too much. We run a lot in practice, so as a team, we in shape for the most part.
So you're not tired now?
I'm good.
Okay, you're our Whataburger player of the game. You know where they're at, right on 15th Street? Okay, go enjoy you some there. All right. Okay, so we got Coach Noel here. Coach, I'll ask you, what was different about the second half?
Just a want and a will to come out here and, and just compete. We didn't compete the first half. We went to the locker room and talked about it, and at that point, it's on them. If they want it, then we'll come out here and get it done.
What was halftime like for you? Were you very animated or were you very calm?
We all were, but we haven't played over break. All we did was practice, so I kind of knew it's going to take a few quarters to get right.
Well, what did you like about the defensive effort? I thought the defensive effort in the second half was it was so clearly better, and it made such a big difference.
It was huge for us, man, but it just shows that we can do it. We got to stop picking and choosing when we want to do things and just come to work every day.
All right, tell us about this tournament you have coming up this weekend.
It's a real good tournament. I know they have Muskogee in there. It's a 6A team. Fort Gibson's really good. They're battle tested. They went to the tournament champions and beat two good teams, so it'll be good for us.
All right, Coach, we'll see you next on the network when you go to Lawton High next Tuesday. Look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, Josh.
Appreciate it, Jordan. Good stuff there, and a great win for Midwest City tonight. They win at 64-51 to go to 6-1 on the year. Like we said, El Reno falls to 3-6. El Reno heads out to Anadarko next for their tournament, and like Coach Noel was just talking about with Jordan there, the Bombers will head out to McAllister this week for what should be a really, really good tournament starting on Thursday. It's a big tournament week across the state of Oklahoma, and so we'll look forward to that here coming up later this week. Keep up with all that action. Jordan has now rejoined me. Any final thoughts on this one? Jordan, obviously a good one for Midwest City.
Yeah, and this is a big game against Lawton High. If they can win that game, then they look good to also do what the girls are doing, which is they didn't host regionals last year. The boys didn't need to. They still got state, but you still want to. So if they can win against Lawton High on Tuesday, but they got to play, or next Tuesday, but they got to play better. If they have the type of first half against Lawton High they did tonight, it's going to be a tough one to win.
Sure. Midwest City wins it 64-51. Boys and girls get the sweep tonight, both tonight and this season against El Reno. They went out in El Reno and won last month, and they got it done again here at home. And that's a great couple of wins for the Bombers. Next time on the network for you and I, next Monday, Newcastle and Bishop McGuinness next Monday night. You and I we've been to a lot of places. We've never been to McGuinness. It'll be
might as well. They're so close by.
I know.
They got a solid girls and boys team. They're going to be a very competitive team on both girls and boys come tournament time, I think.
That should be a fun doubleheader next Monday night, 6 o'clock. Girls tip. Obviously, we'll be on just a little bit before that to set the scene for that one. Should be a great doubleheader. Everyone tune in. Obviously, there's very few games going on Monday night typically, so a lot of people should be chilling. Need something to watch? Hang out with us for a great Monday night doubleheader. Newcastle and Bishop McGuinness, our next broadcast on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Tuesday, the Midwest City and Del City both go to Lawton. Del City playing Lawton MacArthur. Midwest City playing Lawton High.
Right.
Those games should be on the network, and then we'll bring McGuinness and Del City together on Friday. So a lot of good games coming up.
A lot of games next week. Yeah, it's a busy week. And then, of course, the week after that is the Titan Classic, which, again, we'll have the exclusive broadcast, all 24 games across 3 days, starting on Thursday. Is it the 22nd, I want to say?
22nd to 24th.
24th. Yep. So be with us throughout the tournament. Jordan is on the broadcast for a lot of the games. I'm on for a good chunk. We have a number of other broadcasters sub in as well. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's a great tournament. It's a great field this year. A lot more information on that to come over the next couple of weeks, but just file that away. January 22nd, the 2026 Titan Classic begins exclusively on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I think that's it for us for now, for tonight. A great night of hoops. Midwest City gets the job done. For Jordan Ray, I'm Josh Calloway signing off. We appreciate everyone being tuned in all across the great state of Oklahoma. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we'll see you next time here on OSN. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.